What's happening? What's going on? Welcome to episode 127 of the Barz and Shotz Podcast. You got myself, Flaw 700. You got Ant, the Great One. You got Jerrell. What's going on, fellas?
Chilling. Very, very good weekend for me so far. I'm cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Has to be, because you rushed that one in. What's going on?
I'm just saying, man, Friday was wifey's birthday. Shout out to her. We've been celebrating for the last 3 days, man.
Shout out to the birthday girl. Like, I knew it was something important because you ain't even let me ask.
Yeah, my bad, fam. My bad. I had to get that out.
He didn't even ask.
My bad, man. You didn't even ask me how my mental health was this time, huh?
Yeah, I ain't even had to ask.
My bad, fam. My bad. I had to get it out.
Nigga said one thing's for sure, two things for certain. What I ain't gonna do is forget to shout out wifey.
Right, can't do it.
Can't do it. Speaking of that, and I'm gonna let you go. But last week we wanted to shout out a special gentleman, man. He shouted us out on his podcast last week. Jerrell, you wanna take over my good fella?
Yeah, man. Salute to E-Roo for the Die Hard Knicks podcast, man. He gave us a very nice introduction to our podcast on his channel last week. And salute to him, man. Salute to E-Roo.
Yeah.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, man. I wanted to give it definitely wanted to give him a shout out. We meant to do it last week, man, but there'd be so much shit to talk about. Get to.
Forgot.
You'd be amazed at how much shit we actually forget to talk about, man. Like, you niggas be wilding out there, and we just be trying to report all of it.
It be important shit too. Like, people be dead.
Word is life.
I be forgetting to shout out people that passed. I be forgetting to shout out everything, man. Birthdays, everything. That's why I had to get wifey out the way. Yeah, I would have forgot. I definitely would have forgot.
And what's going on? How's your mental health going, young man?
Man, to be honest, it's kind of hectic a little bit, bro. You know, we got a lot going on. We at the finish line to this wedding, getting this wedding thing started. You know what I mean? I'm about to start working another job tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's a lot, man. You know, but it's all good. Everything good. I mean, they talked about Max B on somebody else's podcast, so life is great. Like,
no. I mean, I'll keep it a stack. Like, I would say that my guys, like, I'm a big Wu fan, right? But I could also say that they're like one of the forgotten stars of of this generation. So I get hyped when niggas be like, shout out to Wu-Tang, and then because sometimes you think that your niggas get left behind when it just comes to the Jay-Z's and the Nas's.
right.
Like maybe we could talk about that conversation too with that Mount Rushmore, because people are saying that how it should change. I don't agree that it should change, but maybe we can have that conversation later on this episode or another episode. But sometimes when niggas be like, yo, shout out to this person because of what it meant to you, it can feel good. So there's been a lot of I'm not even bullshit. There's been a lot of Max B conversation.
Because he about to come home.
Yeah, because he about to come home soon.
He about to come home.
Yeah, so right, because they saying, he coming home at the end of the year. Well, goddamn, it's August. Like let's so any day now, shit could happen. So it's definitely a rollout, and people are getting acclimated with, hey, something big is coming. And like what Dan Grease was saying, if this nigga want to get in shape and want to do the work, he gonna be there with the rest of them because y'all really is doing what I was doing.
Right.
So that's a beautiful thing. Like you have been spearheading. What's episode 127? The great one has been spearheading Max since episode 1. I get that twist.
Man, nah, it's fuck episode 1. Pre-pro before episode 1.
Nigga, I need to check when he
get. We was talking about what we was gonna name the podcast. Like, Max B and them niggas was probably one of the names that he thought of.
Scratched out like right. These niggas ain't going for this.
Like, nah, man, we can't name the pod Max B and the boys.
Hurt the throttle, right? Man?
Right.
Just throw that shit out there.
Nigga knew Mac Ant was a Max B fan the day I met him, yo. That's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. So shout out to the Wave. Nigga been down for a minute.
Yo,
shout out to Rolling in the chat, yo.
We only record one time a week now, so it feel like I ain't talked to you niggas in a long time, yo. So I'm ready to get into it.
Well, we got a lot to get to, but before we get to, some shit caught my eye that wasn't on the docket that I wanted to touch on real quick, fellas.
What?
I saw that Aaliyah album is on Apple Music.
OneInaMillion, right?
It's on Tidal too.
Yeah, but
all of them.
I thought it was that Spotify joint. I remember we was talking about that.
Yeah, I just think they fucked up with the logo and just forgot the other ones because it's on all of them.
Because that's what we talking. So that answers our question. Why Spotify? Did Spotify have that bag? Obviously not. it's just going to get paid off the stream. So
I think they said that because I think technically Spotify is still the biggest DSP platform out of all of them.
I thought Apple was.
I thought Apple and Tidal had a. Is this by far? It's like a gap. Like
I think Spotify has always been number one.
But
Because you got to think about it before
it's the first
everybody.
one too. Yeah.
You got to think everybody didn't have Apple, so you can have anything and have Spotify.
Right.
Fact.
Can't have Apple Music. You can have Apple Music on the Android, but before you couldn't do that.
So, fellas, I don't want to spend too much time on this, or we can. I want to tell y'all how long these women have waited to be miserable.
Because of Aaliyah?
I click. Listen.
No, I feel you, bro. I feel. I'm with you a little bit. I
clicked on OneInaMillion just to see if it's there. Let me see if the songs is there. It's there. Then I see all the songs with the stars next to them. 4-page letter.
Yeah.
If your girl only knew.
These are classics, though.
The women could not wait to reminisce on bullshit.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. It's been 20 years.
They classic songs, man.
This is a classic album.
That album serious. Yeah, that OneInaMillion album.
But on repeat, the women are telling you, if your girl, what are we talking about here? The women could not wait to get on some bullshit. There have been a million more records made that can describe how you feel. They could not wait for Aaliyah to get on the DSPs or whatever you call these shits, just so they can remind you that
but these still dope records, though, bro. At the same time, though,
they are. But when you see the star next to the toxic,
hey man, two things can be done at the same time.
You women,
they're both true.
The 4-page letter, though, because we make jokes about that long ass text message you get.
That was it back in the day.
That was it
back in the day.
That was it. Like these women, bro, they don't let up, fam. I don't got the energy to match them. Bro.
But see, these the stories we're gonna be telling our sons when they get them long ass text messages, bro. You better be lucky you getting a text message. We got pages.
I never gave 4 pages to nobody.
I received a couple page letters.
No, you receive them. You don't give 4
I
pages.
don't think I received 4 pages. That's a long.
Not front and back though. If it's front and back, that's something serious. That's like
nuts, fam.
That's a whole essay. Like
she wrote you a dissertation, nigga. She don't like you no more.
She wrote you a paper, nigga.
I mean, it could have went both ways though. There was some letters that was positive. It had the little signature at
for 4 pages. No,
4 pages is a stretch. But you might have had that one page. You might have had that 1 page front and back where she was bigging you up.
She went in, yeah.
Like the love joints is like a page and a half, yo.
Page and a half.
Nobody love you 4 pages long.
That's so you saying that's toxic?
Yeah, that's weird. What you gotta say to me?
Niggas,
4 pages.
Niggas gotta own that though, bro.
Even positive.
We know niggas do some shit. I know this ain't probably the place for that though, but some niggas deserve 4-page letters, bro.
4-page letters. So you fucked up.
Yeah, especially if you did fuck up though. You gotta.
That's a lot of words,
bro. This is just a lot of words now because we in the age of texting and shit. It wasn't. You think about it though. 4 pages on the wide rule paper. They ain't a lot.
She bring the legal out. That's your.
You feel me? She bring the college rule out. It's over.
4 pages of anything is a lot, and I ain't reading it. I'm not reading it. Never was.
You gotta read it. You reading it?
You're gonna read it, bro.
Depending on who it is, you reading it.
You're gonna read it, bro.
You get the gist of it. The first few sentences.
Nah,
you might be going with this shit.
Stop it,
bro.
I think it depends on who it is. You're reading everywhere that.
Well, I haven't met that person.
If it's serious, I think if it's serious enough, it don't matter who it is. If it's a serious relationship, you're gonna read it.
You gotta read it.
I mean, I haven't had that many serious relationships, so and nobody was sending me crush letters.
but again,
crush letters.
Look at when Aaliyah wrote this when this record got written though. I'm pretty sure Missy wrote it, but we're talking 96, bro. She was probably like 17, 18.
Now think about all I'm saying is if this came out in 1996 and it re-entered the platforms in 2021, why are we going back that record, reminiscing on some bullshit, or using that as the staple to send our man or sending your man the message today? That's what I'm saying.
It's Aaliyah, bro. It's Aaliyah.
Yeah, I'm just saying because they couldn't get those songs in the past. That's all. Like obviously, Aaliyah's albums wouldn't be popping right now if they were on DSPs already.
These are all jokes. I just hope that the ladies that have these songs on repeat, that you're happy now. That's my. I just hope that you're happy now.
Yeah, because it's a whole bag of records that we, like you said, tapped into that emotion and shit. The Keisha Cole, the Mary J emotion, all that. Shout out to Rolling in the chat for them. They got another miserable woman now besides Mary J.
Bruh, so
leave Mary alone.
Let me ask you this: the ladies ain't here, but Hot Like Fire now they don't got no store. Hot Like Fire,
fam. So,
nigga,
maybe because they play that on the radio still. I don't know, nigga.
Because what is she talking about in the record? I don't know the lyrics to these records though, but it got to be something valid that's hitting home in 2021 now.
If your girl only knew, title says it all. I mean
that stuff that's hitting in 2021.
Yeah, if your girl only knew is a classic song.
That is hitting in 2021, bro. You know how many times a chick probably want to say that to niggas? Like,
right.
Well, ladies, put on OneInaMillion and put on track 11. I got your back. We need more positivity out here in this world.
Niggas don't even remember that song. How'd that go?
I don't know.
How'd that go? I ain't never even heard that song before. What is that? I don't remember that.
But it sounds positive, and we need more positive in the black community.
I got your back. She could be talking about somebody else.
Nah,
she talking about her girlfriend. She got her back. Leave that nigga. She got her back.
Man, hey, so where do y'all want to start at? So, man, I tell you what though. Speaking of women, ShaCarri Richardson got the internet's on fire. They got us fighting each other, bro.
What you got, the interview?
Yeah, I got the interview. But first we got to see what she placed in. She was dead ass last. She came in ninth.
All right, so
all right, so okay.
That's my so what?
Okay,
like, what are we talking about? What's the argument?
The argument is this: it's not that she finished last. It's not at all. Because as a racer, I looked at the time, bro. I'm not a sprint. I'm not a racer.
11.
That's what I'm saying. When you see that nigga beat me by a second, like, I'm fast.
right. You're right. I'm still fast. Like,
yeah. Ain't nobody say she not fast.
So what's the argument though? The humble pie? She ain't eat the humble pie?
Yeah, that's what it is. Kind of a little bit of it.
Well, there's a lot.
For the most part,
there's a lot to it. First off, they're telling black men to shut the fuck up off rip. Like, we can't talk about this black woman, which I disagree.
Completely disagree with that.
Yeah, she can get these bars. Go ahead.
Everybody get the jokes, no matter who you are.
Number two, it is the humbleness that they want her to display, and that's one argument.
Fuck that.
Number three, okay, let's talk about that before we get to number three. Let's talk about the humble.
Why she got to be humble?
I don't know. Well, why does she have to be humble? I think telling her she has to be humble comes from people that are humble. I don't think that you can create humbleness unless you keep getting your ass beat enough to where you go, fuck, something's got to change. But you don't change.
Right.
ShaCarri Richardson.
I don't think people are saying that she has to be humble. Like, people are saying that she should be. It's a difference.
Why?
Because she hasn't beaten the people that she's talking about.
So?
What do you mean so?
You gotta give me more than that.
Like,
we are a competitive sport, bro. I'm gonna talk my shit. I can't talk my shit.
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you can.
People are going to say
off a month off though. Off a month off now. That month that she was off, we don't know if she was training. We don't know if she was at home watching the Olympics. We don't know if she was in shape. So she lost. Right? She came in dead ass last, right? And when she went up there in that podium, she bigged up her competition. She didn't shit on them and say, I'm still better than these bitches and da-da-da-da. She bigged up her competition, and she still says she's still going to be her. She's still one of the fastest women in America. What's wrong with that?
I'm going to play it right
confident.
Now. Hold on.
She exudes.
These ladies from the Olympic Games.
Coming out today, it was a great return back to the sport. I wanted to be able to come in before, having a month off, dealing with all I was dealing with. I'm not upset at myself at all. This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want, because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this game ever. And can't nobody ever take that from me. Congratulations to the winners. Congratulations to the people that won, but they're not done seeing me yet. Period.
Bitch. If she would have said bitch at the end, I would have lost it. But go ahead.
I think the internet has all of us confused and fighting each other or reasons that we shouldn't be fighting each other for. There is an audience that doesn't like her. That's everything. That's everywhere we go. No matter what you do, no matter who you are, there's somebody that does not like you because of your presentation and your personality, right? First off, she's black and loud, so they're going to hate her, period.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
She's super visible, like, yeah.
All of that. Oh my God, look at her hair and nails. We're not them.
Right.
Then you got a bunch, right?
Yeah, I don't care about nothing. Like, I don't care about any of that stuff.
Right? But then you got the other bunch that's like, we want to see you win, but we got some opinions on some adjustments that you can make. That don't mean that we're the haters. That don't mean that we want to see you fail. We want to see you win. But we got some opinions on some adjustments you can make. And then you got those that say, ShaCarri, keep doing what you're doing. I think that the last two that I just named are on the same page with a little different message. But what we're not is the ShaCarri haters that say, you came in last. No, fam. We not doing that.
Right.
Once again, nigga, I still lost. At 11 seconds. You had 10 seconds.
Right.
I'm still fast.
Like when I hear that or see that interview, we talk about mental health all the time, right? You can tell she was hurt.
Of course.
She just couldn't show it.
Yeah, of course.
Because if you actually listen to, they didn't show the question that she had. He didn't even ask her all that. That's why I'm saying that's what you could tell that she was hurt, yo. Like I don't need the I don't know, a lot of the bravado is a little false to me. But I know she's trying to hype herself up, and it's a lot of that stuff. Like she didn't have to say any of that.
You're right though, bro. But she see the internet just like we see the internet. You know what I'm saying?
Not
she has
right
a whole.
After
she got her
right after the race.
This is her. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. I don't know if she spoke on the incident in which happened, which she got disqualified for. I'm pretty sure she went on somebody's interview and said that. You know what I'm saying? But
not
it was
really.
All right, so this is pretty much the first time we heard from her since all this stuff happened. So to me, she took that opportunity to address all of that when her first opportunity to speak. For me, I don't think it was false bravado. I could tell that she was a little hurt and was trying to mask it. I just think that's who she is, though. You know what I'm saying? For me, you know what I mean? I was here for it. I was here for all them comments. I didn't think she did anything wrong, except for say shit.
And to Ant's credit, Jerrell, I think we got to understand too, that she's 21, so she's 100% internet. So
that is true also.
So that hater, like, they have no choice but to live on the internet, feed off of it, and react to, like, I'm gonna jump on it because I know it's haters out there. So fuck y'all. Like, I'm jumping on it. You get
but she jumped on it before, right after the race, though. Like, give yourself some time. That's what I'm saying. We talk about mental health all the time.
She didn't had a month, bro.
She jumped in front of the bullet.
She had a whole month, though, bro. Right. She done missed the Olympics. You remember, niggas been talking shit about her the whole time. Remember, she was our great black hope going into the Olympics, and then got disqualified. You know, she seen the bullshit that came after that. Oh, this bitch smoking. She had,
and a lot of things. One thing I want to make clear too. Because a lot of us root for ShaCarri Richardson just because she's black. The people that beat her are black too.
Yes, the black women. Yeah, shout out to Jamaica.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we have to big them up also. She's just an American, and we know her more, especially because we saw her run in college at LSU. Yeah. But we got to big them up too. Like, it's not just about her. Yeah, they something different over there, bro. Like,
yeah, they something different.
Yeah, and that I mean, maybe the Jamaicans smoked the weed and ShaCarri said no to the weed this time. He got smoked. I don't know. I'm just saying.
She just wasn't in shape, bro. They coming off of an Olympics,
coming
bro.
Off the Olympics,
literally, bro. Like weeks ago. She been off for like 45 days.
Okay, but listen to me though, Ed, because now I gotta come after you now. If you ShaCarri and you know that, maybe you should shut the fuck up then.
Maybe you should.
So
she put up a post talking about how she put up a post saying she was going there not being nice.
She said, "I'm not going to be nice to these." Bro,
they did not care about her niceness, meanness, attitude, or whatever. They didn't care about none of that shit.
It works both ways. Like, ShaCarri fuck with you, but at the end of the day, right? Muhammad Ali, I'm always like this. Muhammad Ali popped in my head, right? Bro, said he was the greatest before he did any great shit.
Right.
He just happened to walk that walk. Mm-hmm. For the government, he did everything that, as far as the greatest goes, Muhammad Ali did everything you could have asked for that he even envisioned. He just wanted the box. This nigga said he was the prettiest because after a fight, nigga had no marks. Everything he said, he did. We just waiting for ShaCarri to do it. That's all I'm
Up
saying.
to this point, though, but up into this Olympics shit, everything she said she did pretty much, bro. She was the shit. She was on top of her game up until that point. So,
and another thing, I say this about LeBron James, and we witnessed Kobe Bryant. While you're in the game, they're going to criticize the hell out of you. Once you're done, we get to look at your whole body of work and actually tell the people how great you were. LeBron James has all the accolades you could actually have, yet he is the most hated man. You know,
by far too.
It's because how he did it.
But
how he did it.
But well, they didn't. I don't know. Maybe that whole Miami thing.
That's what did it.
Nah, I think
it was
people
from
hate,
that.
Honestly, y'all know I don't like people anyway in general.
Yeah.
So I think people hate LeBron because they really can't. What can you say about him negatively?
Oh, you can say a bunch of shit about him negatively.
No, you can't.
He a flopper. He cry all the fucking
No, I'm talking
time.
about off the court. I'm talking about off the court.
Outside of basketball.
Outside of basketball,
okay.
yes.
Yeah.
Perfect as he that nigga is on the court,
really
right?
Anything about his off court.
What can you say about him off the court, like at all? No. Other than like that's why you got crack on his hairline all the time.
Well, yeah, his hairline is bad.
That's the only hairline we gave a fuck about in the last 50 years of NBA basketball.
Of the world, bitch.
Michael Jordan
hairline, bro.
When Michael Jordan hairline leave?
Bro, we just seen Kiss take his hat off at a Versus, bro. You seen his hairline look like
ridiculous.
Ain't nobody say shit about that.
Ain't nobody
bro.
said because he cooked on the stage. He looked like a damn. He had like a Lego joint right here, like that. No, like we have to crack on LeBron James' hairline because that's the only thing we could crack on him for.
So we see that while you're in the biz, no matter how great you are, the internet has made it so that we're always going to see the negative. Like we just never going to see the positive. So when ShaCarri's career is all said and done and we get to look at it as a whole, I think that is going to be the only time that we get to shut the haters up. But until then, while you're living in it, polarized a figure, for some reason, the way the internet's work, we're always going to see the negatives. We're always going to see people that hate you. But in the meantime, there's so many people that love you.
She'll be all right. She young,
people,
bro.
Just like people talk about her hair and stuff. Like, who cares?
Yeah, right.
Her hair don't got nothing to do with how fast she ran. Before, they couldn't say anything about how fast she ran because she was the fastest. Now that she's not the fastest, now people get to pile on. That's just how it works, show.
Yo, but her energy was awesome though. I'm the ninth fastest in the world. Fuck y'all.
Sixth
fastest of all time. You can't take that away from her, Flaw.
And this is what I'm saying. Janice is a runner. My fiance was a racer. You know what I mean? She ran in college and shit. So when we watched the interview, she was here for the same. She had the same energy. Like, it's fuck it. Like, I feel that. Like, you know what I mean? Even though she came in dead last, bro, she felt her energy through the screen type shit. Like,
well, I'll say this, right? Because for me, that just might be like a personality thing. So it's not for any of us to tell somebody to be humble if you're not humble. That's like somebody telling me, Flaw, you got to be more out there, bro. I'm just not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that ain't me.
Man,
exactly.
That's like Jerrell, man. You need to talk, man. Tell niggas what you did. Man,
I'm good.
I'm good.
I'm cool.
That's not me. So to tell ShaCarri to be humble, it's the same thing as the opposite way. Like, yes, it might just be talk that's going to get nowhere. Because once again, she's 21, fam, and she got here by being this. Imagine telling somebody, what I always hate it is when I make it is to tell me my game is trash and then try to get me to change my whole mechanics. But wait a minute, this is what got me here.
Yep.
At the end of the day, the conversation is just going to keep going on about ShaCarri because we're just living in it, and I think it's a beautiful thing that out of all the racers. Like, she didn't even win. Like, we still haven't even named the 3 Jamaican ladies that won. I
don't even know their name. I don't even know their names, bro.
I had them. I'm mad that I don't know them, but we're talking about ShaCarri Richardson, and she lost. So,
you know, America loves controversy, bro. Like, we love controversy.
That's it.
Controversy sells. So, you know, that overshadowed these 3 black Jamaican women coming in first, second, and third. Like, that's crazy.
Nah, buddy, hold on, buddy. I can't go.
I think it goes both ways too. Because I think part of the reason she acts like that is because that does sell too.
And she's young, bro.
Hold on, but I'm not saying that as a negative. I'm not saying that's not her normal personality, but that adds on to it. Like she got sponsors from Nike because of stuff like that. Not only is she fast, she has a personality to match the fast.
Right.
Because if you don't have no personality, it don't matter how fast you are. They're not gonna care. Like you can't be marked. Like she's marketable.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Kawhi Leonard, he got all the talent in the world, but I don't see him as marketable.
Yeah, that nigga went to New Balance. That's
what I'm saying. I don't see him as selling no merchandise. Like
right, he went to New Balance. Like when you look at Kawhi, don't he look like he should sign with New Balance?
So wait, fellas, I hope I get these names correct because I'm a little illiterate when it comes to this, but I want to try to get their names though, man. So the Jamaican Olympic gold medalist Elaine Thompson, Shelly Ann Frazier, Sharika Jackson, three winners of the I can't even announce what type of run this was, but it was Prefontaine Classic.
Yeah, the Prefontaine Classic is in Oregon.
I did it right. Woohoo! I didn't know how to pronounce it.
That's right. Prefontaine, he was an ex-runner, like that was named after something.
Yeah, so shout out to the Olympics. Shout out to the 3 black women that won. The 3 women I just named. ShaCarri finished last. Hey, and guess what? People care. More people care about this. Like whenever black people with swag enter an event, it becomes more important to the world.
Yeah, because it was another American runner in the race too that beat ShaCarri. They interviewed her at all. Because I remember, I forgot her name, but I remember she was in the 8th lane. She was at the one all the way before the top.
Now? How you think she?
Because I remember she had the braids to the back. She was American. Because I remember her. She was, matter of fact, she was the only participant in the Olympics for the U.S. and it wasn't ShaCarri. After ShaCarri got disqualified.
Well,
she was actually in the Olympics, and they did not say her name at all.
How should she feel? We got to understand that our personalities takes us to the moon, or it doesn't. And
she might be straight.
She might be happy with not being. She might be like, first off, don't interview me. I came in 4th. Like she might be one of them. Like I got to get to the joint. ShaCarri might not. Maybe ShaCarri's reaction was she was upset because you put the mic in my face and I lost. Who does that? Who puts the mic in the face of the last place person? So, like, don't ask me how I feel. Like that shit be bothered. That's like asking Popovich. Jerrell, you watch the basketball joints. Spurs down 20. Wow.
He's the best He's the best coach interview ever, and he don't even say nothing.
But they know they pissing him off when they ask him a question when his Spurs down 20.
Just like Bill Belichick. After a loss, listen to what Bill Belichick has to say. It's all short, one-word answers.
Yeah.
He got the I don't give a fuck face.
But they do
But you got to ask him the question. And you ask him like you be scared to ask the man the question. That's the look on his face, yo.
They be scared to, I mean.
And that's your job.
Shout out to ShaCarri Richardson, though. We can't wait to see you again. You got us excited. You're going to win the next one. You know what I mean? Or, you know what I mean? We're going to keep going.
She just got to get back. Because even the time that she ran, you know she fast. Her personal best was way better than that. Yeah, that was super slow for her. She's not a last place type of runner, regardless of what the field is.
And plus, the numbers and the actual race don't even match. Because when you look at it, you looking at, damn, she getting smoked. Once again, when you look at the time, you go, bro, it's a second.
No, but I mean, if you watch track though, that second is a lot.
Yeah, that second is a lot.
That second would mean you a bum.
At the same time,
like, a second away can mean you a bum. That's just how it is. That's just how it is.
She was off a month, bro. Like I said, she might not have trained. You know what I mean? Pissed off, like fuck it. She probably did this race at the last minute type shit. Her coach probably told her, bitch, get back. I mean, like we don't know what's going on.
I get it, but don't. I get it.
She allowed to address her haters, bro. She's 21 years old in the internet era.
Well, keep your haters American. Don't fuck with the Jamaicans until you beat them.
Yeah, leave them alone. Leave them alone. Don't even go to the restaurant and order nothing.
Listen. She done already beat them, bro. They done raced, but this ain't their first time all racing.
They never raced beat before. Any of them. She's never beat.
She never raced them before, ever.
No.
So never.
No.
Okay.
She's never beaten any of them. No. Any of the 3 people that she thinks she's never beat, they said that multiple times. That was the whole thing about her going to the Olympics because that was the first time she was going to go up against them.
Oh, man.
And she lost her chance because of that. That's why everybody was upset.
Shout out to ShaCarri. Shout out to everybody that's in the group. Shout out to Vernon. Shout out to Roland.
Yeah, shout out to Vernon. He said something about my sweatshirt. At the bottom, that's Talib Kweli, Big Daddy Kane, and Sean Price. He asked a question about the sweatshirt.
Okay, shout out to Roland. What do we want
to
go down, man? Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, we get on him. I got his post that he I don't know if you want to read it. Him leaving TDE.
Yeah, I do like reading.
Which is I like
reading.
Bitter.
Just read the shit, Jerrell. No Flaw don't like to read, man.
Nah, man.
It's small too. All right.
Oh, yeah, this shit all little, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I can't see this.
I can't see it either.
I got it though. I got it. Kendrick Lamar, from his own words. I spent most of my days with fleeting thoughts, writing, listening, and collecting old beach cruisers. The morning rides keep me on a hill of silence. These niggas is weird. I'm
Flaw.
just gonna say that, bro.
Hold on. If you got your phone on, I sent it to the chat. You can read it from there if it's too small.
I got it.
Okay.
These niggas be the music industry be turning niggas out.
This my guy, man. Calm down. Relax.
No, but
I don't understand. Go ahead.
Let me keep going. I go months without a phone.
Thank you for telling us that, Kendrick. Like I said with ShaCarri, ain't nobody asked him that either. Nobody asked me that, bro.
Love, loss, and grief have disturbed my comfort zone, but the glimmers of God speak through my music and family. While the world around me evolves, I reflect on what matters the most, the life in which my words will land next. As I produce my final TDE album, I feel joy to have been part of such a cultural imprint after 17 years. The struggles, the success, and most importantly, the brotherhood. May the Most High continue to use Top Dog as a vessel for candid creators as I continue to pursue my life's calling. There's beauty in completion and always faith in the unknown. Thank you for keeping me in your thoughts. I pray for you all. See you soon. I don't know, Oklahoma. What does Oklahoma? He closed it.
No, knowing Kendrick, like from the outside looking in, I actually think Kendrick, I think he's the type of person that could walk away from music.
Yeah.
Some people can't do that. I actually think he has the personality to walk away from this.
So are you thinking this is his last album or last TDE album?
Might be both. Maybe. Never know.
I think this is last TDE album. It's gonna be big, like the last ones were. He gonna take a long hiatus and then come back on Rock Nation or some shit. Like
maybe. Or maybe not. I mean, Kendrick is big enough to not have to be signed to a label. All of them are. People like Drake, J. Cole. We already talked about that. Kendrick does not need Top Dog or TDE right now. So
I mean, you know,
I think contract wise, I think he probably got like a 4-album deal. Yeah, you're right. Management, stuff like that.
Because after a hiatus, he gonna need some guidance after a long hiatus, and he likes to take them.
True. That's true too.
It's kind of.
I can see him popping up on Rock Nation easy. Yes.
I don't know where to start. You mentioned Rock Nation a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nation to me just seems like where the guys go when they washed up, though.
Nah.
I need a second life. Like Rock Nation, anybody that signed to Rock, not anybody, but most. Like I just keep seeing the Jimmy Jones, the Fat Joes, the older.
Griselda just signed to them though.
Griselda just signed to him.
But Griselda is the older group still.
But Rock Nation also got a management company too, though. It ain't just the label; it's the management side too. So Meek over Rihanna, ASAP, like.
Hold on, I think I'm confused. Like
OJ, some bread.
I'm confused though. When I say Rock Nation, I do just mean management though. That's what I mean. I don't mean like J. Cole is signed to Rock Nation. I don't think Kendrick would do that.
Those are different.
Right. I'm just talking about straight management, and that's it. That's what Griselda is signed to. They're not signed to Rock Nation. They're signed. They have a management deal with it.
But the guys that I named, Fat Joe, Jim Jones, and all of the older,
they got deals. They got deals over there.
No management deals, not
management.
So the Locks got a record deal with Rock Nation.
No management.
Management.
Look at the credits, bro. They signed to Rock Nation, bro.
Well, Rock Nation is going to be all of them, but it's D Block Records. Like they doing.
They're still D Block Records. I think they managed by them.
Yeah,
it's 50.
Like Fat Joe is not signed to Jay-Z. There's no way in hell he's doing that.
Yeah,
Jimmy is.
No, it's Vamp Life, but it's
Vamp Life still. Bro, he's just managed by them. I think.
Right.
I think Rock Nation is going to put their stamp on whatever they can put their stamp on, but it's.
I don't think he'd do anything to them musically. Let's just say that. Like, I don't think Jim has to answer to Jay-Z to put an album out. If that makes sense.
When Jim Jones first did the Rock Nation deal, it was to get Jim Jones different looks, like commercials and advertisement. Like that's what Rock Nation do. They put you in position to get money in other avenues. I don't necessarily believe that they're signing actual record label deals.
I don't think they do that anymore. Because I think Rhapsody signed to them management because she's still on JAMA. Like I think they're all management deals. But I could be wrong though. I ain't looked that much into it.
and I could be wrong with this by saying Kendrick doesn't look like Jerrell. You might be on to something about him retiring because Kendrick don't look like the type to run his own label. I just don't get that vibe from that Kendrick. That's what he wants to do.
Yeah, I don't see that at all either. That's what I'm saying. It's either this or nothing.
He's leaving TDE to go where? Def Jam? It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, what?
Yeah, I don't see that.
Like, you're like, because basically, it's not that you're just leaving TDE, but you're leaving Aftermath. Okay, you're leaving Interscope. There's no other label to me that has invested more or has seen more wins with hip hop.
I don't see him leaving Aftermath though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're gonna leave all of that to go do what? Start your own label? And to me,
I don't know. I don't know the split between the Aftermath and Top Dog though, because he's not signed to Aftermath. I don't think. I think he's signed to Top Dog. Like it's a reason why. Like it's a reason why he had to say TDE and not Aftermath. Aftermath isn't in this at all. Like in the statement that he used. I don't know how it is. Like contracts are funny, especially within the music industry.
Yeah, so that first album, if you look at like it say TDE, Aftermath, Interscope. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about the second and the third album, but that first one definitely had Aftermath imprint on it.
I've seen plenty of situations where the later on in the deal, you start to remove labels, but they're still there in a sense. Like I'm pretty sure, like Dre is eating somehow. Like his check might not be big, but TDE might be a imprint off of Aftermath. That's like Shady Records. You're not going to see Aftermath really, but Shady Records is an imprint of Aftermath in the sense.
Right.
Dre is eating.
To your credit, because remember, a lot of people don't forget that Good Kid, Mad City wasn't his first album.
Right.
His first album was Section 80. That didn't have anything to do with Dre at all. That was just on TDE.
Right.
So he's really signed to them, but I guess Dre has a piece of him. That's why all the albums after that is on both of them.
Yo,
if that makes sense.
Just to go back to the Rock Nation thing real quick, I went back to I'm on their website looking at the label, the artists on their label. You're right. A lot of artists aren't signed to their label. They got some, J. Cole, the ones that we know, J Electronica, Deluxe, Rhapsody, you know what I'm saying, Rihanna. But all the other artists that we spoke about, Fat Joe's, the Jim
Meeks
Jones,
and all that,
Meeks, they got the management there with them. So
yeah.
I can see that.
And also, and I can understand Kendrick Lamar. I think the timing is just crazy. Like Kendrick is still one of them guys, and I think he's really interrupting this Drake Kanye West situation. I think he's one of those guys. I just don't know for how long he's one of those guys. And
you say he's trying to get his way away from that situation?
No, I think he's in the mountains like he says, and he don't know what them other niggas doing. But he's coming and it's fucking them up.
I actually disagree with that. I actually think he see everything and want to drop when they drop.
Oh, rollout? So this a rollout?
I think this is a rollout, and he's dropping soon as they drop. He's going to drop too.
He just said he don't got a phone.
I'm just saying that nigga competitive.
He might got a publicist.
It's a reason why he ain't dropped yet.
Person.
I think it's a reason why he ain't dropped yet.
But bro, you know he take long to drop.
I'm just saying, but it's been like how long? Like
damn, drop like 16, 17?
17, yeah.
17. Like it's been damn near 5 years, nigga.
Yeah. Black Panther soundtrack, which he spearheaded.
Yeah.
We have to count that even
that's
though
18, so that's 18 then.
Yeah, 2018. Yeah. Well, I'm just saying their sources, and I think we talked about this, like their sources might really be classified because we didn't even know Kanye was coming and Drake was supposed to drop in January. So maybe all of these pushbacks were always going to be there because if he's coming this late and Drake was supposed to have dropped in January and Kanye West wasn't even supposed to be coming, I just don't see how this project had anything to do with them. That's why I think Kendrick is always had this plan to drop, when when the world opened back up, and drop at this time. It's that Drake and Kanye forgot. To me, they forgot. So now Kanye West is doing his rollout, bro. Okay, so you trying to compete with Drake. I get it. But do you know there's another guy coming? You keep always talking about Drake, but Drake's got another You know what I'm saying? Like Drake
Rival.
always rival. Yeah,
Right.
Drake's got a whole nother rival in this era. You're trying
Right.
to be the old nigga to compete with the current nigga. Meanwhile, there's
Right.
still two current niggas.
Because when Kendrick dropped, shit is going to slow down for real. Like,
It's going to divide the country. It's
right.
something that we might need. But
He said it's going to divide the country.
Nah, because Drake, they
Yo,
both
Flaw,
going
wow,
to do their thing.
yeah.
bro, yeah, no. What I'm saying is Kendrick fans are really his fans, and Drake's are really his, and Kanye's is really his. Like, you're not going to have some, damn, what should I listen to first? No, the Kendricks are going with the Kendricks. The Drakes
Okay.
the Drakes.
Quick exercise right
Yeah.
now. If they all drop on the same day, which one you listen to? What's the order y'all listening to?
Yay last. I heard this.
Yeah, they definitely last. I'm not here for his album at all.
I'm definitely going Kendrick, Drake, and then
I go Drake first.
Kendrick, Drake, yay. Why? I'm gonna tell you why. Kendrick, I haven't heard shit from him. Like I
Right.
don't know what to expect. Lover Boy,
I know what to expect.
Well, I'm getting married this year, so I gotta listen to
I know
the
what to
Lover Boy
expect.
album first. No man.
Drake, I've been hearing you over the last few months, few years. Like
He's still on the radio.
I know,
That him and Future
Right.
Stone.
Yep.
I know how you coming with Kanye. I heard your music.
Right.
Heard it all. You done fucked up all the surprises. It's not like there's nothing else coming, bruh. You're still working on the shit that we think sounds good. Just drop the shit.
He's stupid, yo. He let the whole song out. Like, why would you do that? Like,
And didn't drop it.
man, like he dumb as hell. Like,
We are in the microwave era. When Watch the Throne 2 was trending, that was his moment to drop.
word.
The world
Drop
has
it.
moved on.
We had this conversation about Silk Sonic last week.
Speaking of them,
The world has moved on.
Flaw, when you said the album coming again,
I didn't say that.
January,
Jerrell said January.
maybe.
nigga.
That's
I'm
wild.
cool.
That's crazy.
I'm
like
cool,
the fact
yo.
that you even announced that shit.
These two songs better not be on this album, yo.
They gotta be.
Oh, they got
They
it.
need to be bonus tracks or something, yo. I'm not here for a year-old leave the door open. Like, but they artists all do this. Know what I mean? Savage, the Savage song came out on Megan's second debut album.
Yeah.
She got like 4 debut albums though.
Oh, the Good News one, the one with the papers and
Oh,
shit.
that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
They
think-
put Savage on that.
But I think it's different though, Ant, because all the streams count, so it's different. So you want that song
Right.
that streamed 1 billion times on your album because it counts as
It's
album.
gonna make your album sell. Yeah.
Or if you had a single and it was like a physical single, you could say fuck that single and just create a whole new album because those singles have nothing to do with my album.
Right.
Now, leave the door open. I want those sales, buddy. You're not about to take that from me.
Yeah.
You're not about to take that from me. So Kendrick, I think, is really about to disrupt what we know as the norm. Which is why I think artists like the artists that have dropped already, and it's August, and we haven't had much. We thought it was going to be a flood. We haven't had much. There's been the J. Cole, there's been Nas, and there's been
Tyler.
the Creator. And as far as hip hop goes, that's really been it. So as far as who's going to have album of the year so far, I mean, we know we can count them on our hand right now. It could get to the point where the Kendricks, the Ye, and the Drake can cancel each other out. Like they can really fuck each other over. There's a reason why something like this never happened. You
It's
never
only
got
5 slots, right?
right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe 6.
You're not supposed
Maybe
to
6.
drop on the same day or in the same era as or the same, you know what I mean, like month or so as the other guy.
Yo,
Right.
it's
Never
crazy.
went like that. Never.
Look, as soon as we start talking about that TDE, that statement Kendrick made, I just went on title, bro. Number 1 trending playlist, Kendrick Essentials. Number 3
Right.
trending playlist, TDE.
AKA, this is a fucking rollout.
Word is bond. Number
It's a
3
rollout, man.
playlist is TDE. Word is life. So
It's a rollout.
it's crazy.
Well, but he knew, like, once he said that, people would start talking about him again and everything. Like, he knew this is a rollout.
And it's so easy to get that rollout rolling.
He will be coming out soon.
Yeah. Maybe Drake should be last, making us wait so long, though. Like, just to go back to that order. Certified Lover Boy 2020 is 2021, about to be 2022. So at the end of when you make somebody wait that long, it can build resentment. Like, bruh, you coming or not? Pause.
I think he too big for that.
Resentment?
Mm-hmm.
Because you could think something is better than what it is. Because
I'm just saying, I'm a huge Kendrick fan. He could have took 5 more years. I don't care. I'm still listening to that shit, man.
But the difference is he wouldn't have said nothing for 5 years.
True.
Drake keeps saying, "Hey,
it's gonna come out. Yeah,
it's coming. It's coming.
Right.
I'm mixing it now." And we
just like us with Kanye records.
Right. It's like now. It's like, buddy, if you would have dropped that, it's like, so what? Nas drop that. We would have listened to both. We would have, or a week later. Now, whatever. But once again, we see. I guess you can call it the genius or not genius. The sales and the merch that he's selling off these shows is off the charts. He's making so much bread. It's like, fuck the music. Like, that's honestly what he's saying. Like,
yeah, when you selling $50 chicken tenders and shit, bro. Like,
absolutely. And they doing another one in Chicago.
I seen that.
That's crazy. They
just dropped the fucking record, man. Like,
they milking it. So shout out to Kendrick. The Gemini is coming. One of the goats is coming. One of them boys is coming.
Look at Jerrell face.
Briefly, speaking of one of them boys is coming, let's talk about one of them boys who thinks he's one of those boys.
Oh, yeah.
Can we talk about Wale? Can we bring up Wale real quick?
Yo.
Come on, man. Yo, you really was perturbed about this.
Nah, I kind of was too, though.
Yeah.
I kind of was upset a little bit too, though.
Flaw was mad, yo. Here we go.
Wale, when I say I'm one of the greatest rappers of all time, I mean it with all my heart. I put out more quality music than most. My deep cuts are crazy. My singles all got plaques, decade plus. That is why I'm heavy on the gratitude. Flower, rose.
Why are you so upset about that, Flaw?
Look
you
at
just
this.
I'm just saying, you just told ShaCarri Richardson that she should say whatever the fuck she want to say. What's happening?
Wale.
Wale. Yeah, go ahead.
The difference between ShaCarri Richardson and Wale is damn near at the end of his career, right? We have a large body of.
Oh, as long as you young, you can talk all this shit.
No, but I did say with ShaCarri, while she's young and active, we're going to critique her, and then at the end of her career, we're going to look at it and give her flowers. Now, whether she's greatest or not will be determined.
So let's do that with Wale right now.
I'm about to say, why you can't do that with him?
Let's do that with him right now.
He's active.
No.
Since you saying he at the end of his career, basically, you know what I mean?
Wale is at the end. Like, we got a body of work to judge him on.
So he can say that. So he can say that. Yes, he does.
He don't?
No. I'm not disagreeing with you. Okay. I'm saying that he's not done. So you cannot judge him on his body of work if he's not done.
So we can't judge him now.
We can't judge him now. So he's doing the same thing ShaCarri Richardson is to me.
He said, I am one of the greatest based off
his
already.
Of all time. So she said, I'm the 6th fastest woman ever.
She said, I'm the 6th.
Which means what's the difference? She's the greatest of all time.
What's the difference from what he's saying?
Yeah. The difference is, I don't agree.
I'm saying, okay.
The difference is, I don't. So when you look at
you don't agree with him, you agree with her.
Statement. No, this is what I'm saying. When you look at ShaCarri's statement, when you look at her body of work up until now, she was killing shit. Like, she was smoking motherfuckers, yo. You understand what I'm saying? For him to say he one of the greatest of all time right now in his career of all time,
but he got plaques and stuff to back it up.
I don't agree with that, bro. I don't agree with that. Nigga, Hammer got a plaque.
And if he said you should
Vanilla
agree with
Ice
his
got a
ass
plaque.
too,
Vanilla Ice got a plaque.
If he said you should agree with him too,
what's the nigga name that what's the nigga Snow Informer? That nigga got a plaque. He one of the greatest of all time.
This is 1,000% different, fam. Right? ShaCarri has smoked niggas in her career. Like, she's been number one in
Wale never been number one?
Never.
No. He's never been number one.
Hold on.
Okay.
Before you say that, did you check or you just talking?
No,
I'm saying he's never been number one in nothing.
No. I'm not talking about.
He had some number one songs and shit like that. He didn't have number one singles and shit.
That's what I mean.
But he ain't. No, he's not number one. No, he's never been number one.
Running track and having a number one single.
It's not the same sandwich. It's not the same sandwich, bro.
So because she was the number one U.S. Female. She can't put her like she was never like she's not a world record holder, nigga. Like, I don't understand what y'all talking about.
Yes, she is. She
hasn't broke shit.
She never broke no records. She never broke a record ever.
She might have brought like a LSU record, like in track and field. She's not a world record holder in nothing.
I'm about to look that up right now.
Here's my thing, right?
Okay.
Here's my thing. Wale hope status does not rest on what ShaCarri Richardson. Wale.
That's funny as hell, man.
Right there,
Give Wale his flowers too, fam. That's all I'm saying.
I'll give Wale some flowers.
He get flowers for no
He
hands.
just not getting roses. You gonna give that nigga some daisies,
carnations, nigga.
Right? You give him them lilies.
Here's what I'm saying, right? Wale says he's one of the greatest rappers of all.
He said one of.
time, right?
I don't agree with that.
I don't see the problem.
I
don't think he's one of the greatest rappers of all time. I don't believe that.
Right? It's just funny how we pick and choose, man. Like just
No,
because we don't agree with him, so what?
This
That's
is
not the
different.
point.
No, but
My opinion don't mean shit, but I still have it. Like I can still say that.
I don't even think this is an opinion. I think that him not being a GOAT is just a fact.
Bro, I'm inclined to agree with you, bro. I'm inclined to agree with you, bro.
That's not a fact. That's an opinion.
One thing's sure. Two things for certain.
That nigga ain't a great.
He's not a GOAT, bro. I don't think so.
Let me tell you so.
That's just me.
God.
Let me tell you so. Hey, Roland, and you should agree with me because
well, you know damn well Roland ain't gonna think Wale ain't no GOAT.
Roland said if it's real, it's real. You don't gotta like an MC to give him props.
I'm just saying that's true though.
Okay, but here's my thing, right? First off, when I see him saying that his quality of music is better than most, I think that he thinks he's Drake. I think he puts out.
Hey, yo, that's funny. Wow, yeah.
I don't think that.
No. Think about his singles. Think about his songs. He has a lot of R&B-ish, hip-hop-ish.
Yeah, bro. That's his formula now, bro. He take 90s R&B songs and get the beat over and make a song over it.
Yeah, he was
with an R&B nigga. Yeah.
He was always like a melodic. Like the music that he always rapped on was always like that.
I get that, but I'm saying
I understand what you mean.
If you're not the best at that, if that's what you do,
I'm just saying, like
the best at what you do.
I guess my point is best is relative. If that nigga say he the best, he the best. Like, what's the problem?
I get it. Well, I can say you not, bro. I can say you not the best, bro.
If he say he's the best, cool. Just like ShaCarri, you're right. But
she's right.
Well, when her career's over, we're going to look at like once again Muhammad Ali. This nigga said he was the greatest before.
So you basically already be like, yo, Wale, you whack. This ain't happening. Like already didn't judge your career. You're not one of the greatest. You never will be.
Yes.
Yes.
Think about it.
Yes.
That's fucked up, fam. Like, yo, that's wild, fam.
The Rock
like,
Nation cosign. It's just for me, bro. Like, I haven't listened, bro. It's not just the songs that he's put out. He's put out a lot of dope ass songs. I have yet to hear a body of work from him front to back that be like, all right, he's one of the greatest. He's not put out one album to make me feel like that, bro.
Look at it like this, right? When we talk about GOATs, see, there's going to be a time though, Jerrell, and I'm gonna keep it a stack for the listeners listening. There will come a time that what it takes to be a GOAT, you're not going to need none of these qualifications that our GOATs did. This nigga has no mixtape freestyles that we care about.
Oh yeah, that don't. Yeah,
okay.
You right.
Yeah,
you're right.
This
that's not fair to them though.
No.
That's not fair to younger people though.
No. But I'm saying it's gonna come to where
none of that shit matters no more. None of that's gonna even matter. Period. Yeah.
Right. You're right.
Time. Wale just happened to be born
in that time,
where it still matters. You get what I'm saying? So he has no freestyles that we care about. He has no.
You really go break down his
You asked me.
Okay, you're a bars off my head. Go ahead. Get him.
And this is all off the top of the head. He has no battles. He's not even smoked a nigga. He hasn't even dissed a nigga, as far as I know.
Hey, I think him and if this counts for anything,
the fact that he ain't even dissed the nigga, I don't know. That automatically takes him out of the category. I understand that. I get it.
I mean, this hip hop, bro. At the end of the day, this hip hop, bro.
And LL stamped himself as the GOAT because of all the things that I've named. LL at one time was untouchable. He was everything.
He was.
LL created GOAT. There was no GOAT before L. So so now he has no mixtape freestyles. I'm gonna keep going. He's battled nobody. He has no quotable bars. 3.
Look, man, no hands. That's quotable.
He was
fair.
shit. I thought that was an Uncle Luke bar. That was Wale. He said that. Okay.
I think he might have stole that from Uncle Luke. You might be right, Flo. Like that's not even his neither. Hold on, I don't think that's his.
Uncle Luke.
Because I remember that before Wale.
Yeah, look, man, no hands.
Yeah, that's some Uncle Luke shit.
Number 4, I can keep going. You the 3rd best nigga on Maybach News.
Fam.
And had they would have let Omarion get his shit off, you would have been the 4th best nigga on Maybach News.
He spitting bars today.
Nigga,
He's spitting bars today, bro.
Okay. When you say he better than Meek, you just mean sales or like music?
Meek was always number 2, regardless if Wale.
I think so. Wale got there first, but once Meek got there, Meek kind of took that number 2 spot. Yeah, he kind of did.
Okay.
That's like
Meek tapped into the energy of what was going on at that time where Wale was doing poems and shit on records. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
That's like Bleak. That's like Bleak being that nigga on Rockefeller and here comes Beans.
Fam, no, don't compare him.
It is. It kind of is though.
You can't compare. Hold on, though.
Bro, it kind of is though, bro.
Stop. You cannot compare. Do not compare Wale to Memphis. This man has Grammys. Stop it. Like, do not compare him to Memphis Bleak.
I'm saying the situation.
not the music, the situation in which
even the situation you can't.
Bro, listen, he was number 2. Bleak was number 2, and then when Beans came,
he wasn't Ross. He wasn't
3.
like Ross's son. Like he wasn't like it's not the same.
First off, coming of age, Memphis. All right,
we're not. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. I'm not arguing coming of age. I'm not. No, stop it. I'm not doing that. I'm too old for this. I'm not arguing coming of age. What?
I can keep going with Wale. Wherever you want to go. What you want to do? I can keep telling you
Wale. I'm mad you mentioned coming of age, fam.
You talking about the song or the album?
No. I'm talking about his album.
Regardless.
Okay, but listen.
The song was dope.
Where I was going with that.
He didn't like that shit.
I know. It was still dope.
What are we talking about?
It was still dope.
I'm just saying.
I know, yeah.
When Coming of Age came out, the hood ate it up, and Bleak had next. All of them.
He did. No, he's right. Listen, bro. We're younger than you. We're younger than you.
I hate y'all so much sometimes, fam.
Listen, he's right, bro. Bleak was
y'all
next.
Y'all thought Bleak had next?
Bleak was up in the Rock. He was up next. Yes. He was next.
I'm mad y'all believe.
Who was next? Emil? Who was next? Rail?
I'm just saying, like, when you say next, I'm old enough when it comes to Rockefeller, it was no next. It was Jay-Z. That was it.
Okay. He was trying.
Nobody had next.
He was being positioned as having next. And we was young niggas, and when Myth Bleak is dropped, it kind of went a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even gonna lie. That song kind of went a little bit.
Shit. That was y'all shit.
It went. That song went. You know what I mean? But he didn't. Once Beans came, it was over for Bleak.
That's
the same situation with motherfucking Wale. Wale was signed to Maybach Music first. And he got signed before me.
Let me go a step further because you know I'm a fucked up person. When Cameron came, Memphis Bleak became number 4.
Yeah.
Then Kanye came. He slid down to 6. B Crack was like there. He went down to like 7. I understand.
Nah, it was just like, you know what? You ain't in it no more. You just my homie. You just my little.
Yeah, you just my homie, right? I get it.
If I'm Ross and I'm handing Wale the platter, and then Meek come, and then now all you see is Meek and Bleak together, and you don't even know if Wale coming or going. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, because Meek had a buzz already when Ross signed him. He already was buzzing. Remember, he was going to sign to T.I. He couldn't because T.I. went to jail.
Wale didn't know if he was coming or going.
Because Wale didn't know who he was. Remember this nigga first album? I'm telling you, this nigga ain't had no identity. It was different. Like he was doing Lady Gaga songs and shit.
Now and plus where he was from and stuff, like
DC and shit. Like now we supposed to believe you a Maybach Music goon. Like the fuck out of here, bro. Like
that was another one of my bars. I got more bars. I'm about to continue my Wale slam.
Because he from DC and they ain't got no identity, so he can't be known as one of the greatest. Yo, you nasty, fam. I know what you're gonna say. You nasty for that.
Yeah, he about to say
you nasty for that.
He ain't even from a hood, niggas even recognize. You get what I'm saying? 2.
But that could go either way though, bro. He could take him and put him on his back and become the man.
DC ain't no slouches. They're a good city, man.
You are absolutely correct. But Ant, how do you do that? Mixtape freestyles. You start from the gutter.
Nah, you're right.
You don't just pop up with an Usher single, nigga. Who the fuck are you?
No, but the thing is, I think he did. We just not in that area. Like he was huge in that area. I remember because I have family out there.
Yeah.
He was huge back then. He had a buzz just like New York rappers have a buzz back in the day. We just did not know, fam. Like, Wale did not just pop up on. Think about this. There's no way he could just pop up and be on an Usher single if he wasn't big.
Nigga did
You know what I'm
talent.
saying?
She don't seem like the type to actually.
He does talent shows. Yo, you really hate this nigga, fam.
Wale don't like he do talent shows and got on. I think he did one of them DC shows.
You think you think he went on because he won a DC talent show?
I'll say this.
Like he had no bars.
As long, bro, how you been in the game 10 years, ain't got no bars, but you want me to think you got bars. He never displayed bars.
I think you just don't like him. Some people think he got bars. Some people, fam. That's all I'm saying. Some people. There are some Wale fans. He's big for some people. It's just not us. I don't think this nigga is nasty. I don't agree with him at all. I agree with you. He's not one of the greatest. I'm just saying he has a right to say the shit. That's all.
Yes, he does. Yes.
No. And he does. But Flaw is saying he doesn't.
He has a right to say that, bro. He done put out some hits. You know what I mean?
Like he got
some plaques.
Shit.
He got some plaques.
We have to stop letting mental health situation allow people to say what they want and they bring life to it. This is what we doing. It's a mental health situation. Facts is this. Wale is in the middle of some shit, right? Wale wish he debuted around this time because in this era, there's no bars. Nobody cares. It's all about plaques. It's all about single selling.
Streams.
Wale would be a killer in this era.
So if he didn't drop 10 years ago in 2010 or 27, whatever he dropped, and he dropped in 2020, 2021, he'd go. He'd be up there. He'd go up there with the Uzis and all that.
That's a fact. Now look at this, right? Drake being from Toronto and being the most beigest nigga in the planet. Got on them beats and barred niggas to death. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did. He did.
He's the beigest nigga.
He did.
The weirdest.
Hey, yo, when you think about it, Drake had no business being big. Like, he was
none.
That fake Memphis shit, like the fake patois shit, like he done mad fake accents,
the Afro beats and all that
the
shit.
The Afro beats and stuff, like he all over the place, but he just a
Weezy
chameleon.
Did the same thing though. Weezy
he a chameleon and he's good at everything. Yeah. I remember that.
Niggas ain't get on him.
About what? Weezy did what?
He used to do the fake patois on
do the fake Jamaican shit.
Yeah.
He was already on. He was
already.
But no, hold on though. Drake was already on when he started it. He didn't start off doing that dumb shit.
But but that's what I'm saying. The way that Drake, no way in the world should be as big as he is from the way he looked.
Right. Or acted.
He was
acts.
Like,
man, that's
people
fucked up,
people to this day turn a blind eye when Drake does something suspicious. You get what I'm saying?
Or corny.
Yeah, like for example, when this nigga had the part of the heart in his hair, I'm looking at this nigga like, what are you doing, bro? Like, but it's Drake.
But it's
Drake.
So listen, when Common had sauce with him and he took Common Girl, he dissed the nigga. When Meek Mill had a problem with the nigga, he dissed the nigga. What doesn't matter who he was.
And Wale ain't getting it at all. Like
Wale ain't even getting
it at all.
I mean, what Wale gonna do? What's Wale gonna say?
That's why he not the greatest. That's not not one of the greatest. Because guess what? Anytime you came at Styles with one of them niggas, the whole locks got at you. Even when G and it was beefing, somebody said even Banks on the Rick Ross beef he did. He didn't do it with no other beef. But.
He ain't come to Meek Mill defense. He made back music, ain't he?
They was beefing.
Hey, yo, y'all wild.
That ain't the point.
Them niggas was beefing on the label is what I'm saying. Meek Mill
they didn't even like each other, I'm saying.
But we don't know how many times Styles and Sheek didn't like each other.
Matter of fact, I think Meek and like you said, Meek and Wale had tension for a while.
They was beefing,
right?
Yeah.
Because
right
Meek was on some kid shit. It's like, why you ain't post my album?
Why you ain't tweet the same shit he said to Drake? It was the exact same shit he was mad at Drake for.
Why you didn't
tweet my album? Like,
right. Damn.
So I mean, I keep going about Wale if y'all want me.
Wale, no, he gets.
I understand you do not like this nigga.
I didn't say I don't like him. I can like
him.
I don't agree.
You ain't never
like
got You ain't never gave this many bars for somebody you liked. Stop it.
Yes, he have.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
Not a single person.
The Woo got all the bars that he.
Nah, not these type of bars though, nigga. He been talking about Wale for a half hour, dude.
I might have to revisit this.
Like you ain't never talk about nobody like that.
I might have to revisit this.
Outside of No Hands, bro, I don't like nothing Wale's done, bro.
Diced Pineapples was that shit.
I didn't like
got
Dice.
some
I didn't like him on Diced Pineapples.
Oh, I liked his whole album, Much Ado About Nothing.
Ambition was. I like the Ambition album. Out his whole catalog, Ambition.
And I like the Ambition.
That was the first. Well, that song was all right. I mean, like,
I get that he's made good music, but he also made similar music to somebody else who is just worldwide renowned as one of the GOATs.
Drake,
and he ain't got to tell you.
I get it.
He's one of the GOATs. That's what I'm saying. Drake ain't got to tell you that.
We know that though, bro. We knew that without him saying it. We know his shit speaks for itself.
So if you Wale, you make my point. If I got to tell you,
I guess my
maybe he need to do a versus, bro. Maybe he needs to do a versus.
I guess my whole thing is just ironic how we'll talk about like the ShaCarri Richardson stuff, and then bring this up. It's really the same shit. It really is, man.
I don't think it is.
It is.
I think it's all timing.
Like we said she has the right to say that, even though technically she's not the greatest. Just like Wale isn't. It's just all about who you think you are and what you think you should say.
But she never said I'm the greatest. She didn't never say I'm one of the greatest racists of all time. She gotta tell you that. She gave you a fact. Y'all forgot. I'm the 6th fastest woman in this whole shit.
That's my point. Nobody asked her, just like nobody asked Wale. Like she has to say that, just like Wale has to say that shit. It's the same shit. Y'all just just ShaCarri Richardson. We like what she's doing, and she's young, and we don't fuck with Wale. It's the same shit.
Okay.
Here's my point, though, Jerrell.
It just depends on who it is saying the shit. That's all.
If Diddy would have said it, I would have.
Nobody asked her none of that shit that she said.
That's what I'm saying. If Diddy would have came out and said the same shit, y'all know I fucking hate Diddy. If he would have came out and said I'm one of the greatest of all time, I can't say nothing about that, bro, at all.
Here's my
thing. That's undeniable shit. I understand that, yo.
Okay,
that's true.
That's what I'm getting at. So here's my point to your
undeniable shit is undeniable.
Right?
I get that.
Two things, right? I think them proclaiming their GOAT statuses, ShaCarri and Wale, is based on their age and the timing, right?
This nigga Wale ain't that much younger than us, bro. This nigga like 35, 36.
Yo, y'all still gonna shit on him though? Like, y'all gonna keep digging the hole, right? I guess this is my point. That's what I'm saying.
Let me get my shit off.
Niggas been fucking Wale over for 26 minutes, nigga. Y'all don't see what I'm saying? Like, come on.
This nigga 36 years old. You keep giving him passes, man. Like,
I'm saying, okay, now you're making my point because I'm 38, right? I'm in the middle of like.
So you ain't great then, right?
No. Here's what I'm saying.
I'm raw, bitch. I'm the greatest. Niggas, bro.
I said like, I'm in the middle, right? Like,
I got facts to back my shit up, though.
Here's my thing, right? I'm 38. I heard my first kid when I was 18. Here's the point I'm trying to make, I guess, right? I had my first kid at 18. It was about getting a job so you can get benefits.
Right.
When I got my second batch of kids, my youngest is 2. You get to that point where having a job with benefits ain't good enough. Now you got to switch to southpaw, start having multiple streams of income. So you're in between that gap where there's a lot of people who are like, I hate my job, but what can I do about it? You're all in between. You got those that ain't going to work. They're going to go straight to entrepreneurship. Then you got those back here who's never going to get into entrepreneurship. They're going to continue to work. I'm saying Wale's in the middle of the shit. He was born in the era where when he came in the game, certain things mattered. He's now in the game to where the shit that mattered don't matter. He's like, well, I did it already, but it didn't matter when you did it.
I got what you're saying. Like his accomplishments ain't really accomplishments when you talk about greatest of all time. I see what you mean. Like if it was just the new era of new niggas, yes, he's one of the greatest.
Yes.
But if you talk about the totality of hip hop, I understand. I get it.
That's what we saying. That's basically what we saying.
With ShaCarri, she's 100% in the future. You get what I'm saying? So her already being there, and also once again, once it's all said and done, we'll see. That's only when I'm waiting on with her. But
we'll see. We don't know what she's going to be. We'll see. We want her to be, but we'll see. It's up to her.
But with Wale, he's just in that middle to where it's like, fuck.
So but the only thing though, I guess my thing is for you, it's not a we'll see with him either. Like you think he's at the age that he's done.
I feel like we're going to get
like
the best.
Done?
I feel like we've got. No, I don't think he's done. I think we got the best that what we're going to get from him, yo.
Like
what
ain't
is
no
he giving
like
us now?
it's all downhill from here for Wale.
Or he might level off, or he's leveled off.
It's not
you know what I'm saying?
Downhill or done, but I just think Wale is from the yesterday's era, so he's always going to be that to me. So when I hear Wale, I'm gonna say, well, where are your bars at, young man?
Yo, you really don't like this nigga as a rapper, yo. Okay, I got you.
His argument is the song he got out now is number 6 on the charts, bro. We never going to argue that. You can roll over and you sleep.
Yeah, but do we like it though?
Do we like it?
Yeah, do you even know it? Do you know what song he talking? Okay.
Bro,
all right. Okay. Yeah.
He be making these same type of songs though. The On Chills with Jeremiah.
Some of them been really, really dope though.
I'm not saying they not though, bro.
Okay.
What I'm saying is he's carved himself his own little lane in which he doing that right now. He make R&B 90s remake songs and freshen liven them up for this generation.
And it's hard to claim it when you already got the Drake
doing it. Yeah.
Doing it. That's what I'm saying. Like, this ain't gonna make an R&B single, go on the charts, and then gonna do it.
Like if I got Drake, I can't call Drake like one of the greatest. I get it.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. Hey, but speaking of being one of the greatest, I like the segue. Speaking of one of the greatest. Speaking of one of the greatest and just doing shit that the hood, you know what I mean, like embodies and what makes you a real nigga, man. Nasty Nas, off the release off his latest album, King's Disease 2. This was a fucking Queensbridge rollout, if you ask me. He's made so many references to the 40th side about how good he is with his jewelry on. I'm just thinking it's good music. It's a fucking rollout for something.
It's a rollout.
Now, this guy is in Queensbridge just relaxing with the infamous QB chain on.
I got the vid.
Yeah, throw that up.
Yeah, look. Cops, you know all the shit bagging niggas over here, man. My butter. Look.
I get jealous when niggas get nice drunk.
Why?
They have it.
I
So you get jealous when what?
I'm about to say you could be mad as hell at me when you fucking with me when I'm out.
Look, yeah, there you go.
Because I am definitely a happy drunk.
Oh yeah, I'm a live drunk.
So I guess you're saying what's the point of this?
No. Well, first off, what I mean about the drunk is like when I be seeing like the E40s and the kissing everybody.
You're not a happy drunk.
I am a happy drunk. I'm saying it's like when I see them in that stage, I'm like, man.
Oh, Element, because you don't really see, don't really see Nas drunk shooting hoops and shit. Yeah, I get it. I understand.
Nas is like a reserved guy. Like he standoffish, man. Give him some of that brown.
Right.
Just be one of the coolest niggas. Like I say, the E40s, Kiss might be one of the funniest niggas ever.
I can't imagine Nas cracking a joke. I can't see him being funny at all. I don't know why.
Funniest shit ever. You just laugh because shit corny.
Right. Or he might be the funniest nigga ever. You never know.
Nas look like if nigga crack a joke and everybody laughing, he'll just be like, ha ha.
Right. Like he don't get it, but like whatever.
Like he get it, but he's just not laughing.
If you get it from Nas, you know that shit funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like
it was the funniest shit ever. You get a ha ha.
Oh word. This shit good.
So how do we feel about Nas being one of them guys? You know what I mean, he's a multi-millionaire. He just dropped an album that's critically acclaimed, just coming off a Grammy in Queens playing basketball with his jewelry on type shit. You know how we always talk about how niggas coming back to the hood, you know what I mean, die and do different things happen to him.
I ain't gonna front. Nipsey's situation soured me a little when it came to this. Like before, I used to be all about that. Ever since what happened to Nip happened, now I'm like, just be safe. That's all I care about. Like, if he want to do that, cool. Just be safe. Just have security around. You know what I mean? You should vet whoever's around you, see who. I don't know. You just have to be safe. That's all. That's all I care about. Just be safe. You go as many times as you want to, wear whatever you want to. You have to be safe. But if you're just going to be by yourself, like Nip was, and anything can happen,
Now, I know this don't matter now because of the untimely demise of Nip, you know what I'm saying? But as a rapper such as Nas or, even some of the younger guys who claim to be a certain type of way in these streets or whatever like that, they came back to their hood with security and that got posted online like, this thing got security. How do you think that happens? How do you think that'll go down?
I don't think this ain't the 80s and 90s no more, and having security should be a standard.
Right.
Like that whole, I'm tough, so I don't need security no more. I don't care. Nick got his head blown off right in front of his own store. We're not doing this no more. Like, I don't care about the street shit. Have security and be safe.
Well, a few things, right? When it comes to Nas, this is Nas we're talking about. So if Nas went somewhere with security, why is anybody? Oh my God, Nas never said he was a tough guy.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not saying him.
If he has security, he just got security.
Yeah, I wasn't saying him though.
Not you personally. I'm just saying, like, there's some guys.
Some niggas would say that, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I asked.
I get it.
But
some people would say that.
My thing is this, right? I listened to rappers over the years talk about the infamous stick-up kids, right? Mm-hmm. And it didn't matter who you were and how powerful in the streets you were, how many niggas you got rolling with you. Stick-up kids don't care.
At all.
Get you, and when they get you, they got you, right? So I've heard rappers, stay away from certain situations because of the infamous stick-up kids. My thinking is this, right? And I was thinking about how you be saying kissing them in the hood. And I said the difference between like the Locks and them is the Locks never left, right?
Yeah, right. They never left. They always stayed in Yonkers.
They always stayed there, yeah.
So a funny story, right? The hood I grew up in is right around the corner from where I live now, right? And I ride through there all the time. Never pull over, never stop. Why? Because them niggas don't know me.
Right, at all.
I can't just get out and be like,
for what?
I grew up here. This the porch me and my boys sat on. It don't matter.
I'm about to say, I am from Bedside, Brooklyn. Go there for what?
Yeah.
And do what?
Just to say, yeah.
Hey, I'm from here. I'm how you fellas doing? Like,
I'm the total opposite, though. You know what I'm saying? I still live in the same hood I was born in. You know what I'm saying? So, all my family around here. So, I still bail out on niggas. You know what I'm saying?
I understand that too.
With people. But at the same time, I don't be in every part of Trenton like that. You're not gonna get me to bail out on the boulevard. You're not gonna get me to bail out on 6th Street. Not gonna get me to bail out South Trenton somewhere crazy. I'm comfortable where I'm from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I guess what my point is it's not really about it's not about where I'm from. It was just about like kissing them, right? So I'm just tied all together.
Ant is like Kiss, like he never left. So of course you'll go out and do that.
Right. So with the Locks, when people
not doing that in my hood.
Your hood is different, bro.
It's not the same sandwich.
It's not the same sandwich. No,
it's not the same sandwich, yo.
When people move in and out of their places, the Locks is there. Not saying they do, but to meet and greet, to say goodbye to old neighbors, say hi to the new neighbors. I'm saying if you Nas, for a fact there's been years to where you wasn't around just because you had other obligations or you didn't think about it. So many things have changed. So many different babies have been had. And then it gets to the point where, this young generation don't give a goddamn about Nas. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, Nas is fighting for his name because these young kids, it's like, won't fuck with Nas. You can be from projects. You can be from Queensbridge. If Nas is not your type of sandwich.
Right. Like, I didn't understand why people, like Ant said, I don't understand why people was mad at Lonzo Ball for not liking Nas.
They don't listen.
That nigga was 18 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
He was born in like 99. Like, if y'all don't get the fuck out of here, he should not like Nas. Like, he should not like him. Like, he that's not his generation at all.
All right, but that's crazy. But all right, but listen, you right, bro. But it's music that came out in the 80s that I fuck with. I shouldn't like Run DMC then.
But you don't.
I do like Run DMC.
Not like the way you like the niggas that you like. It's not the same.
You might like
the song. You don't fuck with Run DMC like that, fam.
Bro, I'm not. I'm not skipping they shit when they come on. Like
the whole album.
I'm not playing the whole Raising Hell, bro.
Okay, so that kind of stamps what are we saying then?
But how he was saying it was hella disrespectful.
Yeah,
like,
I understand that too. Like, it's the way you gotta say stuff.
Trying to compare us to Alonzo Ball is different because we still got some form of respect for ourselves. You get what I'm saying? Now,
that's funny you said.
You trying to say he don't?
That's funny you said.
Niggas wild, man. Them
young niggas wild, yo.
Young niggas is wild.
I'm saying. This nigga really
funny, man.
He really might hate me now and don't even know it's Nas. You get what I'm saying? Like,
that is true too.
Right.
That's true.
That's the thing.
There's records out there that Nas is on that he might fuck with and didn't even know it was Nas, but it's just not like like the
just the name Nas. You say the name Nas, he like, oh Nas.
Like,
he don't know him like that. Yeah.
A few Run DMC songs that I like, but I ain't gonna tell you that I fucks with Run DMC like that. Like,
you be lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying, bro. They not whack, bro. They not corny. It ain't nothing that I'm about to pull up on y'all. If I come grab one of y'all, I'm gonna have Run DMC banging in the car or something.
Yo,
like
if you had Run DMC banging, yo,
I told y'all my uncle
I'll be
came
like,
down.
what is happening?
Yo,
like, what?
I swear to God, real quick. My uncle came and grabbed me one day from down Cleveland Avenue. And I'm in the middle of the block with a bunch of goons down there, my nigga.
Well, he was rocking.
This nigga pulled up in a 86 Passat. Red.
Blasting what? What was he blasting?
EPMD, nigga. Strictly
Old
business.
niggas don't give a fuck. That's why.
This nigga had Bally's on. This nigga had Gazelles on. Bailed out the car, said what up to niggas because he know niggas.
Yeah.
He ain't turned the radio down or nothing. I'm just like, yo, this nigga is bugging. Like,
yep.
I think I might have told y'all about my man's.
I ain't never say, yo, fuck EPMD though. Like,
that's what I'm saying. We got more respect. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it. But he ain't say fuck Nas though.
I ain't never get. It's like how he said it though. Basically, how he was saying, like, man,
I don't remember how he said it. I just remember he said that he don't fuck with him like that.
We felt disrespected. You know what I mean? Like from a light skinned nigga that from California.
It's because it was about who's saying it too.
I think it really was.
Here's what I'm saying as well, right? You'll have Lil Yachty not know nothing about Biggie and Tupac say what he said.
I remember that too.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, we don't really know Run DMC catalog from front to top unless it's the singles.
I blame us.
It could be.
It's us,
us not teaching our kids this is fire.
The only reason we do know this, right? Because people older than us, our parents, they used to listen to shit and we gravitated towards it.
Right.
The fact that it's a disconnect with young people in our generation is us. It has to be us.
Because the music.
We have to blame ourselves, yo. We have to blame ourselves.
We can't say that because our parents and shit were saying the same thing. The music changed. Y'all rapping about drugs and getting money and da-da-da-da. These niggas rapping about something totally different.
But it was a reason why we respected what they played, though. And they don't respect what we play. It's a reason. I don't know what it is, but it's a reason.
Where's the disconnect at? Because
it has to be. It's a disconnect somewhere, yo.
Roland, I would say that it's not our fault.
It is our fault.
I think it's our fault, yo.
No, nigga, it's your fault, Uncle Roland.
No.
Uncle Roland.
Now, Roland can't be it can't be our fault. Like, it can't be his fault.
I would say, excuse me, and I'm about to get into my bag.
Okay.
It is the sellout corporate America rappers from the year 2000 and on.
So like 50 Cent.
Name them.
All of them.
Nelly.
All of them. Nelly, 50 Cent,
Ludacris.
all of them.
All the ones who basically went like
super mainstream, mainstream.
Went mainstream quick.
No, listen to what I'm saying, right?
Okay.
In the 90s, they always paid homage to the niggas that brought them here. The 90s always did that. They always reminded you who they love. In 2000, it was fuck the 90s.
Right.
And just get this money, and we worried about the future. That was the attitude of the kids. We didn't do that shit.
Can we blame 50 Cent for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
So in that case, hold on though. But since 50 Cent had that attitude, because we are his age group, we kind of mirrored it. That's what I'm saying.
I didn't like 50 when he came out.
I'm not saying you. I'm just talking about it in general. It's the reason why we shitted on Ja in the first place. We had no reason to shit on Ja just because 50 said what he said. And then he did the same shit Ja said.
Nah, we kind of did at that time, though, because niggas, think about it, yo.
That whole singing about the Cookie Monster shit, and then 50 started singing like
we wasn't thinking about it, bro. This nigga is from Murder, Inc., but singing all love songs, though. And we like, yo, but y'all the murderers, though. But then 50 came in and DMX the game, like how DMX did.
Candy Shop.
But that was a year later. That was 2 years later. That was 2 years after he blew up.
But hold on though. But by time Holla Holla and all that stuff came out, Jaga had his Vini Vidi Vici album and all that. It wasn't no singing and shit like that.
On his first album. On the second album, it was Every Little Thing We Do.
Okay, but when it came to 50,
Would I Be Without You?
When it came to 50,
same thing.
It was the same shit. So that's what I'm saying. Why are we shitting on?
It's not technically the same thing. Here's my thing with Ja Rule.
He took niggas to the candy shop, bro. That second
he took niggas. It's the same shit, Flo. He did the same thing.
He literally did the same thing.
I told y'all this 10 episodes ago. He does not sound like Ja. Candy Shop.
I'm not saying that he sounded like Ja, but he took the same formula him and Murder and did the same shit. That's why he got Olivia.
No, but do you know why it was
Olivia was supposed to be Ashanti fan.
Here's my thing. Do you know why I was so to me, this is my personal opinion. It was so easy to turn on Murder Inc. because niggas never liked them. They just had nothing else to listen to. That's what I'm saying. It was so easy. Ja was another Wale.
Yeah, and let's just keep it 100, bro. Ja was on top around that time, but niggas ain't going out buying Ja albums. I never bought a Ja album, bro.
What else did we have?
I never bought a Ja album, bro. Ever.
Ja is Wale, fam.
We was fucking with his singles, bro.
Now we
Hold up, time out.
Hey, yo, y'all niggas be all
time out. Ain't no y'all. Ain't no y'all. Hey, I didn't subscribe to that.
Okay, I'm sorry. Flaw. Now Ja is Wale?
And then as soon as a nigga with bars come around, niggas forget he exists.
Nah, I can't say Johnny had bars because that Vinny Vici album, I think I love.
That's his first album.
That nigga got bars.
That's his first
rapping on that shit.
He was. I'm not taking nothing away from Ja and his catalog and what he's done. That first album was fire. But if you look at 50 career, it's the same shit. 50 first album, bars.
I thought it was the same thing. To me, I agree with that. That was the same. He did the same shit.
He did the same shit.
It's just that he was more popular and did it better. So we rolled with him and fucked Ja's career up.
It was at the time. Ja was doing a lot of singing though, bro. You think about it. Every single he came out with, he's singing or it's some sing-songy shit. 50 came in with that New York, bring it back to the street shit. The same thing DMX did when the shiny suit era. And we gravitated towards it. The hood, the world gravitated towards it.
What y'all cooking, but this might be on that 40th laws, 50th laws of power shit he was on, where it was take your enemy shit and do better. Might have been some shit.
Yes, it was.
I think it was. Sun Tzu. I think he did the Art of War.
50 definitely used the 48 laws of power.
But I think my problem is that we fell for it.
We did. We definitely did. Yo. Until Candy Shop came out.
Candy Shop came out, I was like, yo, this nigga's trash. Like, he's doing the same
all
shit.
over again.
He's doing the same shit.
Here's the thing, right? Here's what I want to get at. I want to answer whatever Roland said that what I said was bull. Here's my personal opinion, right? When it comes to music. Here's my personal opinion when it comes to anything when you gravitate towards something. In my mind, it doesn't matter what it is. We like who does it. Niggas really didn't like Ja. If you can take that shit from
so
Ja,
it's about who you like.
It's about who you like.
I guess that's what I was trying to say with the ShaCarri Richardson and Wale shit, man.
I don't know ShaCarri.
You don't, but the thing is, you don't like Wale.
No, you keep saying that.
You don't, fam. You don't. You don't like him, yo.
Yeah, I don't like Wale.
I know Ed don't like, but Flaw, you gave this nigga bars for it's been going on 56 minutes, nigga. And you still shitting on him.
Because when it comes to that GOAT conversation,
yeah, you bugging.
You can't let it go. Like you can't let it go. That's as you can tell that bothers you.
So all right, boom. So if Ja would have came out and said the same thing Wale did, the exact same thing, but it's Ja Rule name and picture on there, how are we feeling about that? Are we shitting on him?
Because you should.
Yeah, I am.
Yes. Here's my thing, right? We talking about influence. That's the one thing that's missing in hip hop, right? You have to be an influencer, right?
Get that too.
When Ja Rule, even at his top, they could not separate him from Pac. You all remember that?
Yeah,
I remember that.
Look alike.
Yeah, and then
what he did,
and it was almost like on purpose. It was almost like on purpose. Yeah.
Either he was always under Jay, or you look like Pac. Ja Rule was
and sounded like X.
And sounded like X. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So for me, when you say is Ja a GOAT, how?
Because at first niggas thought he was on Rough Riders.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he did. Oh, yeah. I remember that.
That's what I'm saying.
And I think that's why he changed.
Who Ja influenced 50? If Ja did influence somebody, it was 50 Cent.
But of course he did. But I think the reason Ja switched from the triple V's because everybody talked that DMX shit.
And that shit don't sell. And that shit don't sell either. It's about selling records. We in the music business.
Because Triple V did not sell. You're right.
Holla sold.
Now
that was the only single. That was it. You feel me?
He puts himself in another booby trap. Because if you want to move away from DMX, he on purpose starts looking like Tupac. So at the end of the day, it's his fault.
I have no argument for that. You're right.
Well, he did get braids at a certain point, so he tried to step away from the pot.
Yeah, after we shitted on this nigga for 5 years,
he did grow some braids.
Still wouldn't take the bandana off, and he wore the bandana like Tupac. Then he starts hanging with Death Row, like he just kept doing shit. You get what I'm saying? Like him and Shook became cool.
I blame Irv for that. All of this.
Well, I mean,
I blame Irv for everything. Fam.
Hey, at the end of the day.
Everything, because if you know Irv is he's the reason for everything, yo. Like he's the mouthpiece, he's everything.
He's a smart dude.
And he's a smart dude, and an asshole.
Mm-hmm. I want to get back to what Roland was saying. That's some bull Flaw. Don't go there. What did I say? Can you write in the comments what I said? We're talking about how I don't remember what I said, but what's bull? Because according to Roland, all his family and peeps know all about the 80s and 90s because of him. Unfortunately, it doesn't work that way, bro.
You know what it is? I think Roland just have it's always frustration with younger people.
Yeah.
You gotta think about I'm 4 years older than y'all.
Yeah.
And I could tell by his age, he's 4 years older than me. So he 8 years older than y'all.
Yeah.
What y'all saying don't make no sense that Roland.
Because
you know what I'm saying? When it comes to certain stuff,
yeah,
like he saw so much stuff, even the stuff that I didn't see. He grew up, like, if he was born in 75, that means the 80s was his shit. Like, between 85 and 90, that's when he was like 10 to 15.
You want to know?
Just like we were in the 90s and shit.
Roland, listen to this, Roland. If you think what I'm saying is bull, right? Anybody that's around me will say, man, all Flaw had me do was listening to Woo. I tried to give niggas good shit. They didn't want it.
Okay, it depends on which Woo you was trying to give niggas too, though, bro.
Niggas don't want it. What do you want me to do?
Nah, nigga, you were trying to give niggas Sons of Man and shit. That's what you was trying to do.
Fucking You God, bro. We not here for that, bro. Killer Army and all that. Killer Army was dope, though. I like Killer Army.
Killer Army was kind of.
I like Killer Army. But if the people, here's what I'm saying, right? And I don't know what it was, but back to the 2000s, right, where it was really like, fuck the old heads, let's get money. If that shit sound good, then it's hard for you to be like, nah, listen to shit from 97.
But I have one further, though.
Okay.
Flaw, you have to remind yourself sometimes that you're an anomaly when it comes to that, though. When you were 14 listening to Woo and get other people to listen to the Woo and they didn't like it, you weren't really supposed to like Wu-Tang Clan when you were 13 years old.
Yeah, he wasn't your demographic at all, bro.
They're not your demographic. You didn't understand nothing they were saying. You liked the beats and you liked the music, cool. But the people that you was around didn't know what the fuck they was talking about.
That's a fact. It's the Wu-Tang Clan, bro.
You was just
That's a bad
example,
bro. I think that's a bad example.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like the Woo. I was fucking 18 and you were 14. You were not supposed to like them niggas. Not like that. That's what I'm saying. To get other 14-year-olds to listen to him? No.
Well, when we was 14, Triumph had just came out and shit, though. So I was off the Woo. Like, that Forever, Wu-Tang Forever had just dropped. So they had the streets around that time, bro. I remember that. It was freshman year, bro. They was on. Remember they had the CD that you put in the CD-ROM, bitch, and it was it was crazy.
But out of all y'all freshmen, how many of y'all freshmen think you knew what the Woo was talking about?
None of us knew what they was talking about, bro. We knew what Meth was talking about. We didn't know what the rest of them niggas pretty much was saying.
So look at the difference. Look at the big jump we're talking about, though, right? We talking about in the 90s. We talking about everybody. Excuse me. We talking about either you were Scarface, or you was a 5%er, Body, or you was something. In 2000, none of that shit existed. Like
none of that existed. Yeah, you was just party raps,
rap, and get
selling records. Yeah,
selling records. Yeah,
hard to be like go from this to be like, nah, young.
That's not the rapper's fault, though. That's not the rapper's fault, though, bro. You got to think who putting the music out. So if you bringing niggas that 90s shit in 2001, and you bringing niggas the shit that's you been doing in the 90s, the record label's like, oh, nah, we don't need that. We need holla. We need another Always on Time.
That's
you know what I'm saying.
It's corporate America and them niggas from 2000. Like they did. Like once that money start getting poured, we don't care about that.
When Nelly dropped that Country Grammar single, bro, I was disgusted.
I hated that song.
I was disgusted, bro. I'm like,
and still don't like it.
Yeah,
that
like
shimmy Cocoa Puff shit.
Come on, bro.
Never like that.
Come on, bro.
I was like, what is this?
This shit caught the East Coast and the West Coast off guard. This shit was
too cold and blew up too.
Because if you listen to
blew up too,
because it's really the music
shit was everywhere, nigga.
Because it's something you could play at football games. It's something you could. It's one of them. It's a pump it up. But I don't know. He took. I don't know why that went and Pump It Up didn't go. Like I don't know what happened.
I guess look what Rose said. He said, "Dog, you finally got in the Woo late after." See, here's the thing, Roland. I guess what I'm trying to say is the Wu-Tang Clan came out in '93. The people that you're talking to, not me.
I was 10 years old.
That's what I'm saying. Flaw and Ant were 10 and 11 years old. It's not like they caught it late. They weren't supposed to
until later.
Right. They wasn't supposed to get it. It's not like they got it late. They weren't supposed to get shit at 10 and 11. My 10-year-old daughter is not listening to this shit.
Is he crazy? 10-year-old kids right now?
But I guess that's what I'm saying. When you're older, you don't really realize how old the younger people are when you talk about this stuff. Like you niggas wasn't driving and shit. Like when all this shit came out.
This nigga criticizing me for getting on meth.
Yeah, they was like 10.
Yeah, I had to go back to a lot of Wu shit, bro. I had to go back to all them shits. Cuban Link, all that. I had to go. Not the purple tape. I was around for
that's what I'm saying. I'm even shocked that you niggas even like when Triumph came out.
Triumph was that shit.
But to be honest, though, Triumph was that shit to us. But for a 13-year-old, I could see if it wasn't.
Right. I knew a lot of people that didn't like it my age.
That's what I'm saying. If you said you didn't like the Wu-Tang when you was like 13 or 14, that makes sense.
And
you either did or you didn't.
And to everybody's, to everybody's credit, that was just more simpler music to like out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, and, that was always my thing. People just didn't want to hear. The criticism from Nas and Wu-Tang was people didn't want to hear that spaced out
God body shit. Niggas don't want to hear that God body shit, yo. Like,
because to be honest, a lot of people didn't get it. They didn't know what the fuck they was talking about.
That's why. Niggas want to dance. Niggas want to hear music they can smoke to and drink to and shit. Niggas don't want to hear niggas teaching you something. That's why Jay-Z spoon-fed niggas this his whole career.
On not the Breakfast Club, but on Drink Champs, they asked Cameron who's his favorite rapper, who's his better rapper. He said Nas or Jay-Z. He said that's very hard, but he said I'm gonna tell you what a young lady told me. He said when it comes to that club shit, I don't want to hear that Nas shit. I want to hear that Jay shit.
And that's why Jay is the greatest, because he was the type of person that did both.
Everybody
can't do both.
Yeah,
right.
He had the club shit, party shit, and he also had B-sides that actually showed his lyricism.
Well, if you're talking like that, then he might have got that from LL. I mean, LL had that shit.
But we already talked about LL was the first GOAT, but that was one of the reasons he were, though, because he checked all those boxes.
All the boxes off, yeah.
He checked all of those boxes. Jiggling Baby, come on, you dancing, yo.
Yeah. So going back to Wale, so taking it all the way full circle back to around Wale. By him saying he's the greatest of all time, does he check all the boxes?
Don't check all the boxes. You're right.
So
a box. What box?
Yes, he does.
He checks the single box.
He checked like the singles box.
Singles box
because he has Grammys. He has
crew. He in a crew.
MMG. He has the ladies. He had a couple of his songs were actually trending topics when it come to women. He's checked some boxes, just not that many.
He ain't check all of them, yo.
Y'all bars off. I'm gonna let y'all go.
Hold on, but you like him though.
He's super mad.
But you like him. You like him though.
I don't hate him.
Okay.
I don't hate Wale.
You just dislike him.
So yeah, I definitely like where this conversation is going. Like we're unpacking stuff we already knew, but the disconnect between the 80s, like the connection between the 80s and the 90s, the complete disconnection between the 90s and 2000.
Or maybe 2010 to 2000s, maybe not 90s to 2000s.
No, there's a huge disconnect between them niggas. There's some niggas,
yeah, you're right.
There's some niggas like Jay-Z who had to learn. Because think about it like this. Like we talk about, once again, to go back to ShaCarri Richardson, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're off for a long time, and you got to get back in shape. It takes time. Muhammad Ali coming out of jail or coming off his break where you got to get back in shape.
Yeah, he had a couple losses.
Comes being a GOAT, you got to get back in that shape. There was a time, but I don't want to make excuses for my artists. But at the same time, I can't think that Wu-Tang Clan, whoever's in charge of their brand, whoever's in charge of Nas brand, knew how to work the internet when it popped. But I know for a fact Jay-Z had somebody like, yo, figure that shit out. You get what I'm saying?
That's why I couldn't get with you when it came to like the gravel pit era. When you said like the gravel pit, I was like, yo, you losing me now, fam, because you know that shit was trash, man.
Hey, Ed, where did that shit come from?
That was insane.
That was a shot. That was a shot.
Because after the 2000s, that's what I'm saying. When the internet came, gravel pit came, it's the same shit. It's the same thing.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I remember everything, yo. You gravel pit shit. That shit is in my back of my head that you thought that shit was dope.
That was your man Wale.
So Flo, let me ask you this though, bro. So speaking of, I don't know why this question is popping to me. I want your opinion though. So we talked about disconnect coming from the 90s going into the 2000s, right? How there was a disconnect in music and how artists treated the music, right? What's the first album or song that made you feel like, okay, somebody bringing this old shit back, the old style of 90s that made you feel a certain type of way?
I didn't really get that feeling until like honestly, I don't want to say
Griselda.
Oh no, I thought something before that.
No. But I'm saying I didn't want to say them, but my brain started working. So even then, like just to thanks for asking that question, and to even piggyback off one of the questions that we had on the docket was JoeBudden wanted to make a return, and I'm going, well, this is the era for this nigga to even thrive if he chose to come back. Because I feel like the Nas, who's put together 2 back-to-back classic albums, to me, dope albums, like everybody that from that 90s, you can really get your shit off now if you actually put out a dope body of work. Because right now, we not counting record sales. You can still win a Grammy off whatever you sell. Right. Because of the internet, you're going to get traction and people are going to talk about you for weeks. Like, this isn't like that mid-era from the 2000s. When your shit didn't hit the charts, that shit was just done. Like,
yeah, he was done.
Right.
Yeah.
50 Cent's number one
like
for 10 weeks.
Like, for example, right? Like, remember we was talking about albums of the year?
Yeah.
Category, we said Tyler, whatever. I told you about Isaiah Rashad's album. Mm-hmm. If you on Twitter, yo, like, I can't get away from people talking about that shit.
Yeah.
But from the outside looking in, from my niggas that I talk to, don't nobody not listen to it, but don't think it's that dope. I think it's dope, but if you're actually looking online, that is a candidate for album of the year. We just don't talk about it.
Right.
That's just how it is. Like, the internet changed everything. You can have the Flaw's point.
You can have a dope album, but if in that 2000 to whatever era where you had to sell 20 million records, like you was 50, T.I., Ludacris, if you was them niggas,
that's gone now.
If you wasn't selling,
it's over.
If you wasn't
them niggas ain't selling no more.
But look, if you wasn't selling those records and you dropped something in between, you might have had a dope body of work. But back then it was based off what you sold. Like 50 might have had the first album of the year. Like Massacre.
Right. We was talking about the Massacre.
Massacre was trash, but it sold 1.4.
Might have been a trash album, bro. But because he sold 1 million in the first week, it's now the biggest thing of the year.
I ain't gonna front. I have qualms about the first album.
What? Get Rich?
I don't think Get Rich Die Trying is a classic album. I think that should fall off in the middle of it.
I don't think nobody said it was a classic.
Some people think that shit. I'm talking about look how much it sold though. Like,
bro,
that was
in hip hop, that's a classic, bro.
Yeah, that's a classic album. People talk about that shit all the time.
That's the conversation we having now. When you sold a bunch of records, you were just considered good.
Right.
But
if you listen to that album now,
it
didn't age well.
It's half and half. Like,
so where fall off do you at?
Right, I don't know. I gotta look at the track list, but it's right in the middle.
I fucks with that album, bro. Like that. I don't skip it. I don't skip it. I don't skip anything on that album,
I gotta
bro.
Look at the track list.
I really don't. So you got What Up Gangsta, you got Patiently Waiting, you got In the Club, you got High All the Time, you got If I Can't, and then you got Heat, and then you got Bloodhound, then you got what's that? Back Down.
Back Down was towards the end. I remember that.
Then you got Poor Little Rich. That was fire.
Here's my thing though, and this goes back to what I was saying.
Yeah, I just named this whole
people like you. 50 Cent was such a character back then. He was everything. Forget what he was saying. Like 50 had some of the wackest bars I ever heard in my life. I said, how do
he just like 50 just talked greasy to niggas? That was it.
50 was not a rapper. He was a street nigga. That
he just talked greasy to people, and that was it.
But
that was it.
It was him. That's basically my point.
Yes. You believed it when he said it. Like you knew it was him.
Yeah.
Another
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Another example, right? This is random. This is not even on the docket. Def Jam just signed a rapper that sounds like Jay-Z. And he let that be known.
I remember that. Matter of fact, somebody I know that actually brought that up to. It started with an A. I forgot his name.
Here's my point. Will that matter? Because if he's not Jay-Z, if people don't gravitate towards him, it doesn't matter what he sounds like. You get what I'm saying? Like people like Jay-Z. On the top that he's not.
So basically you saying like, remember the nigga Gorilla Black from out Compton that kind of sound like Biggie, right? He sold records. Bro, he sold wild records off that Compton record, bro, because he sound like Biggie. It wasn't because that song was dope or motherfucking the song was fire.
Yeah, the dude that sound like Jay-Z, his name was like Angelus or something like that. It's not with an A.
The other day. He just got a Def Jam deal.
Really?
Yeah.
That even mean anything anymore?
Maybe that's why one of my boys actually asked me something about that, and I didn't know where he was going. I guess that's why he asked. He was like, "What's the name of that nigga that sounds just like Jay-Z?" Somebody asked me that.
Def Jam. Don't know what that means, but if you're not the character, but if you can't capture the people like Jay-Z, it's not going to matter. I don't know what Def Jam just invested in, but Gorilla Black, I don't know what Gorilla Black sold.
Jay-Z captured the people through his music though, bro. It wasn't his character more. It was more his music than anything.
I think it's you. You can. I think a lot of people make good music, but if people don't fuck with you,
yeah, I think it's you.
Do anything to me, I think people got to fuck with you.
There's plenty of people that make beautiful music. You don't know who the fuck they are at all because you don't gravitate towards their personality and stuff.
Jay-Z was always the cool nigga. Like
I didn't give a fuck about how Jay-Z was cool, bitch. If the song is dope, it's dope.
If he was corny, you wouldn't have liked it. That's what I
know. Jim Jones is corny and he makes songs I like. That nigga is whack as hell to me. He makes songs I like. Diddy too. I can't front on the music, bro. Like I'm not gonna sit here and do that. I hate these niggas.
Also, a lot of the things that we talk about, I'm not talking about us three. I'm just saying.
And plus, Jay-Z would just be in the category of the niggas you hate. That's all. That's all. He'd just be another corny nigga you hate. But
I don't hate Jay-Z though.
I'm just saying, if he was corny.
Some things I say, I'm not necessarily saying that we do it.
I know what you're saying, bro.
50 Cent sold that job. In my opinion, 50 sold that many records because after he got shot, the weirdos wanted a piece of it.
It's the story. Yes, of course.
I want to be a gangster like 50.
Bro, I got shot 9 times.
I had to go to the store downtown Sounds of Trenton to get Richard Die Trying for my mother, bro. After she found out who he was, bro.
Because he got shot 9 times.
Who is this dude that got shot 9 times? That's 50 Cent.
We know how many times he got shot. We know he
sound with Dr. Dre.
Yeah. We know all that shit.
Go down to Sounds of Trenton and get me the CD. I had to go get her the CD, bro. Based off to him getting shot. And then she ain't even hear the music yet. Then when she heard the music, I like this.
But real quick, because I know Ant got to get out of here soon. We brought up JoeBudden, right?
I got the video of him talking about the verse if you want it. Hold on.
The butcher coming.
Benny, we gonna rap together one day, and you're not gonna say that butcher coming shit when I'm there.
Nah, that shit dope.
We gonna rap together one day. I gotta get him to tuck that the butcher is coming away.
He gonna come for your neck too. You better be on your A game.
It's me.
I know.
I don't know another game.
So you're not rapping.
Is there a B game?
What y'all talking about?
Is there a B game? What's the B game? Anytime you see Joe, I'm Joe. Anytime you see him.
Nah, when some other ball players in the building.
Yeah. We gonna find a beat with some saxophone on it and get busy. But anyway,
he already sent you.
I know, and I tucked my little tail.
He sent you the beat.
I tucked away.
Joe,
I tucked my little tail away.
He sent you the beat.
I think Joe is the type of person that he knows what he's capable of, but I think he don't want to do it just because he said he wasn't going to.
I don't think that's it. You want to know what it is, Jerrell? I haven't put a pen to the paper in so long, right? And even if
okay, go ahead.
And even if I tried, right? You don't.
I think he never stopped rapping for.
Yeah, I think he got bars for days.
He's the type of person that never stopped.
He got shit tucked. He got shit tucked, I believe.
He even said it.
Let me tell you. Might be a little different, but it's similar. When you don't express it in so long, like as he hasn't, right? Writing it and then spitting it out. When you are away for so long, there's a few things that linger in your mind. Do I sound old? Do I sound dated? Those are facts. If you can write it all you want, but if you're not constantly putting out,
I don't think that
Lloyd Banks just dropped the album.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I don't think that pertains to Joe. Like Joe is good enough that I don't think that pertains to him.
That's what I'm saying.
He don't sound dated. He's nasty.
Lloyd Banks dropped features, got reception.
He dropped one feature.
He had multiple features. He had more than one feature, but he still waited for that. He still waited for the reception.
Yo, what type of reception of Lloyd Banks dropped that album because it was done? Didn't nobody receive that shit before he dropped that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like Banks, he had a long hiatus and he came off and dropped the Dope project. You know what I'm saying? So
and the features came first.
And I can't compare Lloyd Banks to Joe because Joe rapped a whole lot more than him.
I'm just trying to answer the question.
Nah, I don't think so. Nah. I don't think so. I don't think so, bro. I think they put out the same.
They what?
He chopped it up.
They have JoeBudden, and if he's going to say the same amount of you, no way.
And
I have like on my hard drive, I have like at least 30 mixtapes that Joe has had of music that a lot of people hasn't heard of. Like he's had more stuff than Lloyd.
And my thing is this: JoeBudden, he's a ShaCarri Richardson type of person. The world's watching him. So the first time he goes, "Oh yo, boo," like you get what I'm saying, like it's more pressure on him. Like,
that is true.
Banks just got to feed his core audience. If you just do what you do, it works.
I agree with that too. I definitely agree with that.
Joe got the world, and that could creep in. Joe can write something today and drop it if he wanted to. Yes, but to him, this shit got to be
True, I get that. He probably in his own head, but I still think he has been writing in all this whole time. I don't think he's the type of person that could stop rapping.
And I think this is his era. I think just like with the Wale, you might have came in an era where you was trying to out rap niggas. Nigga, I'm outselling you. I don't care about rapping, Joe. Like you trying to out rap me, nigga. But this is the era to where you could put together a body of work, no singles, all bars, and niggas on the internet will go woo.
Like he was doing before, but he'll just get recognition for it. Yes. Because to be honest, that's what me and all the rest of his fans was doing before. He'll just get recognition for it.
Right.
And I get what you're saying.
This is the time for Joe.
Shout out to Griselda for giving him the shot too. I think they kind of carved that little lane here for him too, now to be able to do it now.
Joe do it to himself, just like the clip you just played. I'm gonna make you tuck that butcher coming. Joe nips and picks at everybody. Joe doesn't like nobody. So everybody. So now Joe's got full of you know what I mean, like a targets on his back.
He blackballing himself, bro.
Facts. He do it all the time.
What he just said is not blackballing himself though. I mean, he was.
I'm not saying in that instance he did, but a nigga could be like, "Bitch, I'm not tucking nothing. Fuck you, mean, bitch."
No.
Like
he said that because him and Benny was friends. He was actually on the show, and Benny tried to give him beats. He did that in a playful way. Y'all take way too much of that.
I don't like JoeBudden, so I'm taking
it because even after Benny said that he wanted Joe to come back and he wanted to give him the beats for it, like it was playful.
I know it's joking. I'm saying if I'm on the other end. And Joe wants to come out of retirement, and I'm Benny, which I've heard Benny say Benny wants to help Joe.
Yeah.
But Joe was like, you got to tuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
don't say shit like that.
Don't say nothing.
I got you.
That's all I'm saying. Like, Joe, we about to help you get back in shape, my nigga. Don't worry about my ad lib, nigga. Don't worry. You get on these beats, nigga. You ain't even on. And I'm here to help you, nigga. That's all I'm saying. I would feel some type of way, even if we cool, because JoeBudden.
You really feel some type of way about that, for real?
I would
be honest.
From JoeBudden, I would, yeah.
But if they already have a reputation, like you're taking, Benny already has a rapport with him, and this was already talked about. So if you were Benny, you would not feel that way. That's what I'm saying.
I stopped listening to JoeBudden's podcast because I always hear the shots he takes as some of my favorites. I think he's corny. I think he just takes too many shots at my guys. And
I mean, are they deserving?
That's what I'm saying. You talking about like since he takes shots at your guys personally, you think that's corny?
I mean, would you want to listen to a show where everything that you like?
Yeah, I'm not taking no Max B slander ever. Like,
Max podcast, like
I'm cool,
but every chance you get, Max B track, like, god damn.
But when you say slander, okay, I guess you have to give me like an example.
I think we're still not over the Wu-Tang situation.
See,
this
is what I'm talking about, though. Like, you know what's crazy? As you said that, right? You say you don't listen to the podcast. Ghostface was on like the last podcast.
I seen it.
So how you say like that? Don't make sense to me.
No, but he'll say that and randomly say, "I got bars for deck." He'll say that, but say, "I don't want to see Ghost." Like, here's what I call. He wants to keep reminding people of how little views Ray and Ghost got on verses. I hear shit like that. Like, bro, Ghost and Ray ain't for that. He wants to remind people, like, when Wu-Tang does certain things, I hear what he says. But then he'll do an interview with Ghost. That's what Joe does. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm catching.
And that's why niggas don't fuck with Joe for shit like that, yo. That's why, like,
I catch the small shots. How many times on his podcast does he have to tell people, man, back in that Raekwon, my guys would have, Joe, we're not there no more, Joe. You don't got to keep reminding people that you would have done something. You get what I'm saying? Like, I be hearing him.
My thing is, do it now. Like, don't talk about what used to be. Let's go now. Like,
Parks, when I listen to their pod, Parks is the guy that has to bring him back like Joe. Like
what's these new niggas' name too, y'all?
And them niggas, I used to like them, bro. But them niggas.
Are you talking about Ice-ish? I like them. They cool.
They cool, bro. But it's hard for me. That's like Jerrell. That's like you being who you are, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not liking Biggie, but you like all Pooh Shiesty. Like, fan, how? Like, nigga, how?
Oh, you talking about Ice like that? I see what you're saying. He like some of the older ones, but yeah, he like a lot of nigga. Not the other one.
Oh, the nigga with the hat.
Okay. Yeah. And for me,
I see what you mean.
You get what I'm saying? Like, bro, like,
because he like his age,
like, fam,
like the stuff that you listen to is really kind of crazy. But you know.
Well, listen, I told y'all, bro, my best man in my wedding, man, my cousin, my best friend, whatever you want to call him, you know what I'm saying? This nigga, he's stuck right in between both eras. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
like you
'Cause he's stuck right in between. Like when we in together, he know I'm not listening to that shit in my car. I'm not listening to no Pooh Shiesty, no Kodak Black, none of that goofy shit. You feel me? But when we in his car, that's all we listen to.
right. I don't
NBA Young Boy.
I don't put what people listen to in account with how they are though. I can't. Like in that case, y'all niggas would think I'm crazy.
Yeah,
And I
y'all
wouldn't
think I'm
give a fuck
crazy
about it.
too.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't care about what y'all listen to.
I was just
Like,
listening to Anita Baker before this shit was on. Like,
It's not.
That's what's up.
It's the explanation as to why. You get what I'm saying? It's just like
Why
it's
does it
Anita.
matter?
It's Anita. Like,
because it doesn't match. Like I heard the conversation about how you take like because I guess we could have this conversation some other time about like the Mount Rushmore, like how you can move. I think one of them wanted to move Pac out, but not Big, or not Big, but not Pac, and keep Jay there, but not like it's like the shit that y'all criticize these niggas on is like your opinion, but don't make it seem like this is the way that things should be.
But I mean, at the end of the day, Flaw, we kind of do the same shit here though.
I try to be fair with everybody, bro.
I don't be fair with
Nigga,
nobody.
you was not fair with Wale this episode, nigga.
Okay, you about to get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What are you talking about,
bro?
At least y'all know my bias. Like, at least y'all know
it
it.
ain't fair at all, nigga.
At least y'all know it. At least I stand on it.
Wale. Hey, we ready to get up out of here, Ant. You gotta get to where you gotta be at.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I
man.
gotta go meet the officiant today.
Yes.
Yeah, we about to get off this live, man. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to Roland. Yeah,